while I get started, alright, y'all can enjoy the Super Earth National Anthem. You ready? Alright, we're good. Hello everybody, hello. Yes, welcome, all rise for the anthem. Okay, now, who's joining me? I saw Big Nr in chat earlier. I also see a Nightshade, a Spoon, and a Track. I know Lord J is at work. Benna is here to secretly mod for me, right? Hey everybody, hello. Yes, I hope you guys enjoy the Liberty. All right. Damn, you know what? I wish I was like Sung Jin Woo. I could just arise and have like minions take over a planet for me. How glorious would that be? They have said they're taking their time, so fingers crossed that the update turns out very good. Like, I will keep my faith, but they've got at most a week. Like, I'm not trying to like put pressure on the devs, contrary to what a lot of morons on Twitter might believe, but quite frankly, you've got that amount of time, and that's how it is. I'm sorry that they're taking their time to cook, but players don't see it that way. People who don't pay attention to the official Discord won't see it that way. They've been spoiled by the fact that you guys have released a patch every single week, you know? Yep, those coming on board, please come on board immediately, and we shall begin the killing. No extra time wasted, we're just gonna get right into it. Spoon and Track, I know I can trust you guys with the kills anyway, so let's get in. What happens in a week? Hopefully next week on Tuesday there will be a patch, because that'll be the last potential patch for May, and it's gotta be a big one. They have at most a week of time remaining before they will have most likely an unswitchable death spiral on their hands. Why do I say this? Because I've seen this before. When things get bad, I've seen another game pull together. Force Science, it's because they themselves created this. The problem for Science is that they literally dug this hole by themselves. They practically patched every single week and delivered an expectation that they would. So what do you do when you set the expectation yourself? That's why it's not that everyone expects this. It's the opposite way around, Force Signs. Come on, think about it beforehand. Sure, Nightshade, why don't you come on in? You can be my fourth man. You know, the fact of the matter is they themselves created their own stupid patch cycle, and then now they want to walk it back. You can't just walk it back. Exactly, Osgood. I was actually talking about Fat Shark. Once you create something, you know, a lot of people will feel that way, Caritas, and this is the same feeling, guess what, that Darktide had. Because when they dropped the December update, everybody on Darktide, including myself, was like, give them time, you know, in January, they'll come back from vacation, they'll sort their shit out. They went on like a 2-month vacation. They lost all their players in that time. And when they dropped the next update, nobody came back. That is actually what I talked about, Ghetto Eyes. In fact, on this morning's stream, I actually mentioned, you know, that I talked about things. I said, look, what they should have done was, instead of dropping one big patch that they think is going to solve everything, they should have done small ones every week. Because look, this is the pace that they set for themselves. They literally screwed themselves over. You know, and Seiya, you might say you wouldn't expect the bounce patch until next month, but if they take it until next month to get the bounce patch out, here's what's going to happen. They're going to be left with 20,000 players. That's my bet. And I bet that we're going to lose in this next week another 15,000 players. If I'm wrong, I'll hold my hand up and say I'm wrong. You know? But I'm quite certain that by next week, Tuesday, we're going to lose 15,000 players. Mark my words. Mark my words, okay? If I'm wrong, and we don't lose 15,000 players, I'll hold my hands up and say, okay, fine, you know, give them some more time. Well, there won't be a patch tomorrow. It's unlikely, but I think that they should release the patch in stages, like every single stage, or if they set the
new subscriber detected.
If they set the pacing for themselves as every Tuesday, then every Tuesday buff 1 or 2 guns. It doesn't matter what they do at this point. Just keep throwing buffs at us. Keep throwing buffs at us. That is what I would do if I was in charge. No, not with nerfs. No nerfs right now. B2 fight. Only buffs. 2 weapons. Pick 2 weapons with the lowest pick rate. Right. For example, let's say nobody uses the MP98-9, MP98 SMG. All of a sudden, buff it until it's the strongest weapon in the game. Then do the same with every weapon. Do the power creep, because although the hardcores will say, power creep, I'm sick of it. What population do the hardcores make up? The hardcores are still going to be playing this goddamn game every single day because this is the only game that they love. And I know it's going to sound very cold. This is a bit of business, all right? I'm just being a businessman here, but I'm going to be very real with y'all. You need to screw over the people that will be here no matter what. It sounds evil. It sounds wrong, but guess what? You want to succeed in business? You need to slay we need to take care of our core fan base. Now, fuck your core fan base. Your core fan base is the one that's going to be here all the time, and you could screw them over the most. Because guess what? They're still going to be playing your same damn game. Even Darktide still has the same 4,000 players that will never leave Darktide. So what they need to capture, and I've said this multiple times, they need to capture the people that won't come back. Because Darktide has gone through this whole damn thing multiple times. They drop a big patch, they drop a big update, nobody comes back. Why? Because it's just the same 4,000 toxic people, you know, that are just doing the same shit every time.
Liberty's enemies
those people are not gonna go away. So, yeah, and communication does go a hell of a long way. You know what's crazy, Hellmire Brigade? This is the exact same conversation I had with Darktide people as well. Guess what? If you were to watch my streams from last year, around December, I actually said the exact same thing. Oh my god, this is the same fucking conversation. Because guess what? Back then, a lot of people said, man, you know, why is Fat Shark going radio silent, bro? They should be talking to us and telling us what's coming up. That's how you keep hype alive. I was like, yeah, you know, it'd be really nice if Catfish could make a couple of statements. Right now, Johan could make a couple of statements and say, hey, there's no patch this week. Not Twinbeard doing one post in a Discord. What's the CEO doing? The CEO is practically their community guy. He's always the face of the community, being all like, hey, I talk to players. I'm the cool guy right now. You know, and now he's gone radio silent? Why is the CEO radio silent? He's not a dev. I'm pretty sure he's not a dev. I'm pretty sure he is one of the marketing people rather than a developer. I'd be very surprised if he is the coding guy. he should be talking about this. He should be on social media every day, like one of those politicians, and being all like coffee. All right, I'm kidding, not that bad, right? But realistically, he should be out there telling us, hey, we know you guys are hanging in there. I'm right with you. The team is working hard. You know, they're stressing. You know, he maybe take a picture of the donut box or whatever and saying that, yo, we're working hard here. You know, the more that you need time, the more you need to step up. And this is how marketing works, FYI. This is how you can keep hype going even when you have no updates. Because this is the same strategy that several other big companies use. All right? And as stupid as it sounds, all right? Payday 3 is actually a fucking expert at this. Their Twitter man, you know, doesn't matter how much abuse he gets day in, day out, he is somehow keeping the same 300 people who play Payday 3 playing Payday 3, because he's still out there every day saying, you know, there's still hope, there's this going. You know what? To an extent, people are still watching that. People are still like, oh yeah, you know, I won't play Payday 3 right now, but you know, the second they get a good update, or the second the Twitter man comes up and says player count just spiked or something like that, a lot of people are gonna hop into Payday 3 and check it out. This is how marketing works. Oh, people think we're not observing stuff. I'm observing everything that goes on in the gaming space. I keep an eye on everybody who posts stuff, and guess what? Although I dislike Starbreeze, although I have nothing but bile and hatred for Payday 3 right now because of how badly they screwed over us Deep Silver partners, FYI, I'm a partner. Hello. The Payday Twitter man is damn good at what he does. Sure, everybody's gonna make fun of him for doing the funny little emotes. What is the emotes he always uses? The fist and the fist and the cool sunglasses like that. Everybody's gonna laugh at the Payday Twitter man for always using these emotes. But you know what? They recognize him for that. They recognize him for that. I'm just talking about the fact that, you know, I think that Arrowhead really needs to be, you know, like communicating with us. Yeah, there's Spoon Man. He's ready. So yeah, I was just saying that there's no patch. Morale is low, but you know what you can do? I was actually like explaining what marketing techniques you can use to keep the hype for your game going even when you have no patch and update. Like I was just telling everybody, it shouldn't be Twinbeard in the Discord saying, yeah, you know, people need time to cook. No, it should be Palstead coming out on Twitter and saying, hey man, you know, we need some time to cook, but we hope you guys will be having faith in our game. Fist emoji, cool guy emoji, you know, stay tuned for updates, and maybe a daily update where he posts like something. He doesn't have to post any people. Maybe the food in the break room or something like that, or maybe a look at a whiteboard where they had a team meeting or something with some of the details rubbed out and say, we're working hard on this, you know, we're getting it to you. I tell you,
Welcome aboard,
it
Helldiver.
will
We can never have too many
really bump up people.
The galactic war waits for
So, yeah.
Are you ready, Helldiver?
As for Killing Floor 2, I have no interest in it. I checked it out once, but yeah, it's really not something I want to look at again. And Caritas, that I think is the worry on a lot of people's plates right now, that they're dragging their feet so that they can, and surprisingly, you're not alone in those thoughts. They're dragging their feet so that they can do a small buff and make us feel like it's a lot, which shouldn't be the case. Sneak peek behind the curtains is a great strat, but right now nobody has any confidence. I'm feeling, I can feel the vibe of the people. The people have no morale and no confidence. It's just a bunch of neckbeards and fanboys saying, give them time to cook. That's great. Am I gonna be served a 5-star meal next week? Or is it gonna be the same slop? Because if it's the same slop, the entire audience is gonna turn like that. Like I already said, let me know if I'm wrong next week. I expect a loss of 15,000 players this week. That's my expected loss. That's my expected loss. Another 15,000 players by next week. And Teacup Jet, exactly. They need to pull in more people. And I know it sounds harsh. I know it sounds bad. but they have to screw over their core audience because their core audience will be playing no matter what.
The bridge is yours, Helldiver.
Just screw the sweats because they're not going to quit. They will never quit your game. So screw over the sweaty people, just cater to the casuals for a while, and everybody's going to come back in. You see? That's the thing. It's a slow death until Sony's damage is fixed. Well, you know, of course it feels bad, but hey. If they want to fix it, you got to use pork barrel politics. I've been in this field for ages. Pork barrel politics always works. Did you know that if you just drip feed everybody a couple of overpowered weapons every week, they will keep eating that shit up? Because power fantasy is all people need to keep going week to week. It's not like you can keep their attention span for months at a time, right? You already can't. So give them easy MOs to do at once every 1 or 2 days, okay? If Joel has to work on a Saturday just to put out the MO and then go back home, that's what he has to do. That's how you keep your game alive. Easy MOs, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 at the same time every week because they've set this pace for themselves. I'll say it one last time before I start my matches. They've set this pace for themselves. If they do it every single week, 2 guns at a time, 3 guns at a time, whatever. Buff, 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 buff. Then by the time they're ready to actually release their big bada bing bada boom patch, the hype is already there. The audience is waiting. They're hungry for more. And then you drop a big dish on them, they're going to have a party. You know? Do a petition. What for? I've done my job. My job as a streamer is to inform you guys and entertain you guys. A petition, that's extra work. They can pay me if they want that. They want me to collect signatures or a petition? Sure. I've got an hourly rate. My email is realasianrobot@gmail.com. They can email me and I'll work for wages. I will not work otherwise. No, sorry. Wait. This is Hellmeyer. Sorry, ignore that. We're not on this planet. My bad. There's a new defense that we are going to on touring. we are not doing this. My apologies. That is not where we need to go. By the way, guys, feel free to. Oh, you guys are already in the voice room. Hi.
Yeah, because you were chatting. So
Yeah, I know.
stay
Thank you.
quiet.
Very respectable.
Let us
I like it.
continue
Okay.
our progress.
We're heading to touring.
Initiating FTL jump to the Turing system.
Trickle down power creep works, and guess which company pulled that off? Destiny 2. And guess what? They still have a lot of players. And do you know how frequently they enter the top 10 on
Jump
Steam?
complete.
All the time. Because people will eat it up every
Mission
season.
coordinates
Doesn't matter
locked.
how much I hate Bungie. Their tactics work. Now, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Come on, we've got 100 viewers, but only 25 likes. We have 13 minutes left to go before the secret half-an-hour mark. So if you guys could just, I'm begging you guys, please help out my stream a little bit. Help keep the stream for this game alive, because I'm one of the last streamers still streaming this game. Please, close the live chat, hit the like button, help me reach 50, 60 likes before half an hour is up. I know that a bunch of you could do it. I just need like 34 of you guys to do that. Any 34, it would really help out and will help the stream go out to so many more people. Of course, keeping the likes going is important, but the more people that like, the better. And we can keep this torch alive, because some people say, Asian Robot, why do you hate this game so much? I don't. It's the opposite. I want this game alive, so I'm trying my best to keep this alive, you know? So they can help me if they want. I'd be grateful. Alien Fireteam, another sad example that completely died as well. Thank you for deploying the likes, guys. It really means a lot. We're up to 52 likes. I just need 8 more people to like it, and we hit the goal. Fireteam could have been so good, but yeah, it was a sad one. I liked Alien's Fireteam, actually. It was really nice.
Launch initiated.
Yep. Just waiting for 9 more. I know one troll unliked it, but that's okay. We're back up to 52 already. I just need 8 more people to like it, and we're good. Six more people now. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's true, Caritas. If you're pissed at a game, it shows you're passionate about it, and I am goddamn passionate about this game. Alright? Some people ask me, do I enjoy creating content for the game? No, content creation is a job. I would never enjoy any job. But the fact is, that doesn't mean I'm not enthusiastic or passionate about it. But I'm not gonna lie and say, oh yeah, you know, I'm enjoying myself every day. No, I'm not. You know? but it doesn't mean that I'm not passionate and that I'm not the best at what I do.
Freedom requires firepower.
Well, Elite Dangerous was really cool as well, Hazardous Matt, and they let it die. You know, a lot of great games were great, but the devs, like, I feel that so many devs, they don't have as much passion as we do. As they don't have as much passion as the players do. They don't even see the greatness of their own product. Rather, they're all like, oh, you know, this is just a job. This is just me. If it's just a job, then why are you a game developer? Why are you trying to ruin the field when somebody else could have been doing a better job and would have done it with more passion? You know what I'm saying? Sorry about this, guys. Gotta adjust the mic again. Somebody else would have done it with way more passion and, you know, would have done way more for the entire game. I love this game for what it is, but, you know, they need to understand that it's not just a one and done. They have to do better. Starship Troopers. Yeah, Starship Troopers was a sad one. But it's not that it died. Like, honestly, Starship Troopers just was an early access game. They might do well at actual launch, but, you know, Helldivers already fulfilled that niche, so. And Earth Defense Force, that's going to be a competitor when it comes out. So, they don't have a lot of time to write the ship. Earth Defense Force 6 comes out in July. I don't know if I can get it in my country. I didn't see a way to pre-order it on Steam or anything. I might be able to purchase it and buy when the game comes out, but there's going to be a lot of competition. And even if it doesn't do as well, it's still going to draw some players away. So they've got until then to compete. And guess what Earth Defense Force has? Over-the-top weapons. Thank you, Theo. I appreciate that. And it feels sad, yeah. True. Listen, I agree with the sentiment. It's going to be hard to find a game with a galactic war, but how can you win a galactic war with no warriors? You know what I'm saying? This was a galactic war and a game designed for hundreds of thousands of players. Even though their initial sales surpassed expectations, in a month they have rejigged this game into something that takes 100,000 players to win. And now they are far below that. So if that is their player requirement that they've sort of set for themselves, and if that's what they've created, you know, then they need to fulfill that. They need to step up and say, okay, we need 100,000 players. How are we going to maintain a 100,000 player base? Much like other streamers or content creators, they need to set goals for themselves and say, hey, I'm going to make sure that I maintain 100,000 players. If we start dipping below 100,000 players, what can we do to change course? That's what Johan needs to be doing. That's what the CEO needs to be doing every goddamn day. He needs to be having meetings saying, what are we going to do here? Or what are we going to do? How are we going to change course? How are we going to achieve our target of 100,000 players every single day? You know? And they need to be working toward that. If the balancing guy needs to be fired, then so be it. Get somebody else to do his job.
Helldiver, you are moving outside the mission area.
It was kind of a lightning in the bottle moment, yeah. But yeah, for EDF 6 we'll have to see, because the graphics are totally different. It seemed like a bit of an anime kind of dealio, but the weapons looked over the top. They looked fun. It will definitely draw the weebs away. So it's gonna be an interesting one to see. And I think we have very different definitions of fun, Hazardous Matt, but you know, if that's what you enjoy. I'm a simple man with simple needs.
Orbital inbound.
Calling in reinforcements.
Dude, killed by my own laser, damn. That laser came straight for me and assassinated my ass.
Reinforcing. Requesting advanced weaponry.
Gameplay beating eye candy, not always sure on that. Eye candy, I think, and gameplay have to go hand in hand. And I'll give you a good example, Darktide. Darktide has fantastic gameplay, but every character is dog ugly. And without the eye candy factor, you can't really hold people's attention. That's Games Workshop's fault, not exactly Fat Shark's fault. Games Workshop wants everybody to be lore accurately ugly, and then Rogue Trader has Argenta and frickin' Cassia and all that shit. I don't know. Games Workshop seems to be exactly like Sony. They like to kill their best products, but hey, that's them in a nutshell.
Outside the mission area.
All for their stupid Skulls event. I have a lot of hatred for Games Workshop. I think that they are the worst people to work with, but goddamn, they own one of the best IPs. Nothing you can do about that. They have become a truly hollow shell of what they once were. Sending in gas up there.
Freedom triumphs over
Calling in the track man.
the extraction shuttle
Excuse me.
awaits your request.
It's true. Not only are they super expensive, they are just evil in general.
This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
They are the worst, but oh well. That's how it is. I know my uncles have spent a lot on Games Workshop, but yeah, no.
Ship stock.
No, it'll just take a while to land. It sometimes gets stuck, but it'll be fine. There we go.
It's like watching that guy trying to parallel park.
Yeah,
Countdown initiated.
poor fellow was having a bit of difficulty with that.
Complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
He must be new. First day on the job.
Trust me, Viper VC, I ran the numbers already. 59,000 online. You kidding me? We have no reinforcements, so I'm gonna keep things going. And by the way, Thaz, thank you for helping me hit the 60 likes before the first 30 minutes were up. That was really good of you guys. Thank you so much for contributing and helping out a creator like me. We're trying to roll the player count as much as we
New
can, but
subscriber detected.
you know it. We've got no reinforcements, so what can we do? We fight on. You know? All I can hear in my head right now is a Sabaton song playing. Turmoil at the front, Wilhelm's forces on the hunt. There's a thunder in the east, it's an attack of the deceased. Oh, it just helps the stream in the YouTube algorithm, that's all, Okita. Basically, the idea is that if you have people watching your stream and they hit the like button early on in the stream, it'll just basically tell YouTube that, hey, we're enjoying the content, you know, help it reach more people. That's the idea. That's all it is.
Hellpods primed.
Yep,
Engaging
March of the Dead
orbital
Men.
thrusters.
And that's when the dead men are marching again.
Synchronized.
Chad gets a salute? Hell yes.
Speaking of sweet, right? So fun.
Yep. When I first played this game, all I could hear is nothing but Sabaton playing in my head every single goddamn time. Yes, good. Those are the correct boosters as well. God damn, I love the A-team. All right. Okay, let's go show these people how to get 2,000 kills. The next patch is crucial, Michael. It needs to slap. It needs to slap harder than an abusive dad. I'm kidding. YouTube's gonna ban me for that. I'm gonna go open up the window, BRB. Y'all feel free to ready up. And yes, we're all wearing electric armor because I use a lot of arc thrower and I abuse the people who don't have it. You know, well, unless their positioning is very good. Either position well or use arc armor. It's one of the two. It does need to slap harder than the five-time WCW champion. Each diver getting 2,000 kills per hour sounds impossible. I mean, I'm talking about the whole squad getting 2,000 kills per hour, but... So, yeah. Each diver getting 2,000 kills is a bit impossible, yes. but a squad getting it is very easy. And every squad should have been doing that since the start, but hey, it is what it is. We'll do our best. And Danielis, listen, no worries on that, man. I understand. I understand many people are not enjoying it because there's no patch, and like they were hoping for reinforcements. When the training facilities are done, why didn't they give us the stratagem to summon sieve troopers? Like, what are they doing? What are they cooking behind the curtains? They need to be cooking faster, alright? I'm waiting for my popcorn, and ain't no popcorn. People gonna get bored. You know, some people like me are still hyped to watch the movie even without the popcorn, but most people are here for the popcorn. You know, we need to be seeing the caramel popcorn, the butter popcorn, the salt popcorn, sweet popcorn, the popcorn mixed with those bits. We need to be seeing all kinds of shit. Very true, Sir Fox D. They need to set expectations. They can't just suddenly change the time frame for their patches. They didn't set expectations. They created these expectations themselves. Okay, it was them that did it. And then now they're all like, oh, well, we need time to cook.
A wild spear snuck up behind me.
Oh no, you nerd. Where's the bug breach? I don't see it.
On my corpse.
I see. Okay, good. Rah! Double rah! Oh, there goes track again. There's a 380. You awake, pal? You know, I thought I was the one straining here. I was doing a paid review job, so I only got like 30 minutes of nap time, so I'm like functioning on very little sleep right now. But damn, I didn't know anyone was worse off than me. Excuse me.
Long day yesterday, long day ahead of me.
Understandable. Alright, where's the last one? Okay, Nightshade's got that, Spiney's got that. Good job. Arcthor guide. Yeah, I guess I could make one. Could you leave a comment on a video to remind me how to do that? Because I might forget. To be honest, this week is packed with non-Helldivers 2 content. I might make some Helldivers 2 content here and there. I'll see. I'll think about it. But yeah, I've got some other jobs lined up. Because gotta feed my family somehow, you know. But we'll see. Well, hopefully the bot divers can capture Vernon Wells. We'll do our best, since it's a liberation. We'll do our best on the Terminate front to farm the kills for your side. And hopefully we can get everything sorted. But it feels like they don't understand what their player base is at right now. And you can't keep squeezing the players that are left and make them, you know, try even harder. Hey, Miklas, no problem. Actually, wait. I forgot. I have this here. Okay. Make video on Arcthor. Sure, I'll do that. Yeah. I'll remember to do that if I have time. It'll either be this week or next week, but we'll see. Like I said, I've got a lot of other stuff lined up because much like most professional creators, I will actually like have my week planned out. I'll have certain jobs, things like that, and when the money is not really coming in anymore, you know, I will start to line up jobs for other stuff. And this weekend is the first Descent beta as well. One last big beta before the thing. And as an official creator, I've got to show up for that, so this weekend there will be no Helldivers for sure. Because we're all excited for the next big release on my menu. So we'll have to see how things go. Unless of course, yep, sounds good. Unless of course Palstead himself decides to email me and say, hey man, can we pay you to stream Helldivers instead, bro?
Alright, it's on.
Sounds good. Then I'll say, okay, bro, I do. The arc thrower fire rate nerf being reversed would be great. I'd rather they give me the range back. In fact, they should just reverse both. Reverse the range nerf and reverse the stupid charge nerf. Make it charge in half the time. Turn this into a serious... Oh, bug breach on you. Okay. I see it. A little late to the party, but maybe I can still help.
Firing gas strike.
I just realized, is your mic dead again, Spoon Man? Hashtag sad.
Nice, it's down.
Good job. Seems like it. Oof. Okay, it's done. Okay, there's some nests along the way. We should take them out to increase the kill count, of course. No, the range reduction actually didn't help with friendly fire. I'll explain that like I did this morning. By being able to fire it longer, those who know how to aim the arc thrower, and I'll happily provide it in a guide, will actually be able to shoot it over most people's heads. So I want it back at 50 meters. Because the arc thrower is an iconic weapon that served since the game's opening. Nerfing it to what it is now sucks. 35 meters? Why? Give it overpowered status. 50 meters. And if people can't avoid it, they can jolly well buy the cutting edge war bond. And oh wait, guess what? Like I said, this will improve sales. Because then people will be forced to buy the cutting edge war bond. You see an arc thrower on your team? Boom. Better have the armor ready, buddy. But actually, good players, right? And again, I'll confirm this myself. Good players are actually capable very easily of not hitting teammates with 50 meters. It's actually harder to avoid hitting teammates when you've only got 35 meters.
Stalker.
Yep. Stalker and Spore Spewer here, so... Find either one. I've got this nest, but I need the Spore Spewer down or the Stalker player down. Okay, the bug nest is down. Okay, Spine Man barraged the Spore Spewer. Lol. The Stalker nest should reveal itself soon.
I think I found it here on me.
Everyone's desire to... Oh, yeah, nice. It's right there. Right there.
Tracking location.
I see it. Through the bushes. Into the motherland. Track hoodie marched. Stalkers are placed in darkness. In the cover of the night. Nice job. But yeah, I get it, you know. When we're gonna get the patch, they never said it, but they've set expectations. Believe me, did you know that 2-3 weeks ago, Mr. Fats, I used to argue with people and say they haven't stated anywhere that they're gonna get a patch every Tuesday. Then everybody was telling me, well, AsianRobot, every Tuesday they release a patch. They've done it every Tuesday. Where is it? And now it's the opposite. Everybody seems to be telling me, oh, well, they didn't say it anywhere, you know. It's kind of crazy. But guess what? They set the expectations themselves. They have to deal with it. By the way, this is another Spore Spewer. I know Track can already see it, but just letting everybody else know.
Last shot.
Yep. They did nerf the game during that patch, Sir Foxy. And the arc thrower crashing the game, I don't know if it was due to the, like, they had to do a range reduction because of that, but I don't think so. I think they just nerfed it because it was one of the most OP weapons at the time. And the actually wait, no, it was due to a calculation error, I believe. Yes, that was the cause of it. It wasn't the range of the arc thrower. They just nerfed it because it was one of the most popular weapons. It had almost 100% pick rate for all content, as in Terminates, automatons. People were using it left, right, and center. They give it back 50 meters, it'll take out gunships too, which I think is what they're afraid of. Like, they don't want it to become a Swiss Army knife to do everything. Sorry, where are the supplies? Does anyone know?
Supplies.
Ah. Thank you, I need one. See ya, see ya. Yeah, it was because of the kill count. You're right, you're right. Alright.
I got the terminal.
That was a thing. HMG emplacement. The HMG emplacement is pretty good, but I don't really use it for most of the spears and stuff, no. I use it for Helm's Deep defense missions. They're great. If we can get a Helm's Deep defense mission later, and assuming I still have my full A team with me, I will happily show you guys how we do it. HMG emplacement's a big help during those. Watch out for the artillery. You see, if I had 50 meters of range, I could shoot over a Nightshade's head right now. But I can't because I know I've only got 35, so over there is my max limit. Otherwise, I could immediately start taking out that Baal Titan from a distance. I could start taking out a lot of enemy forces without hitting Nightshade. This is why I say it's actually way better to have longer range on this. You avoid hitting your teammates even more. That's what we used to do all the time. We were literally just absolutely destroying all enemy units, and that's why it was considered too OP. But OP is the name of the game, you know?
Tagging map. Southeast, 300 meters.
I know, right, Roland? Exactly. Like, that mentality that the dev had, like how dare players prefer this gun because it's so good and so much fun. Like, come on, man. You give me back my 50-meter range, I'll show you guys. Ooh, found the super samples. I know none of us need it, but you know what? I'm just going to collect them because they look cool. I just love the way they float. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff in this game, you know? And if I ever have to stop streaming this, I'll miss it, but yeah, I just hope that they understand. Hey, listen. Being able to shoot down a Baal Titan with an Arc Thrower was one of the best feelings ever. All four in the team with Arc Throwers, right? All 50-meter range. You could down a Baal Titan with the half charge technique. It was so funny. Like, you could just zap, 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 and kill him and all his minions as well. It was great. I miss those days because that was fun. In general, I prefer 8 because 9 spawns a few too many heavies, and for some reason, slightly less shaft. So I found that my kill ratio is way better on 8s than it is on 9. So we spam a lot of 8s. But either way, you know, like I said, I just hope that they right this damn ship. You know, they've got one more chance. Next week is it. Clock's ticking. And like I said, I'll be very surprised if they don't lose 15,000 players by next week. It's not going to be a pleasant situation.
Requesting orbital strike.
But if they're prepared to lose that, then the next patch better be a damn good one. You see, I can see that this is like a young dev team. They've got a lot of energy, but not a lot of experience. And what they're about to get is a very harsh lesson how the world works. People aren't going to wait around for your update. People aren't going to wait around because they've got limited time and they want to play their games now. So they're going to move on or find something else. And once they find something else, they're not going to put it down to check out your game again. They might come back after a few months, but by that time, you can't sustain. And when you've got a game that has a galactic war and you need to sustain it, you need to sustain that war effort, you better be on the ball. Pretty much, Akita. I think everybody's on the same page. We're giving them one more week, but next week is it. They better fucking do it. They've got one chance.
Throwing supply beacon.
I'll go down and unlock the things. Whee! Ooh, a charger. Yeah, annihilate his ass. If they don't do anything next week, I tell you, the player count will fall to 10k. And that's my prediction. And like I've always said, people can tell me what they want, and you know, when I'm wrong, I'll hold my hands up and say I'm wrong. But I haven't been proven wrong yet. Okay. Spider-Man's got this. Let's go piss off patrols. We've got way too much time and too little kills. I know you do. I could already tell what you were thinking, Spider-Man. You spoony bod. I still remember that line from the old Final Fantasy. Damn, almost got bombed on. Get away from me. Most liberation and defenses are driven by percentage of active player base. Have you seen my video on liberation? You should check that out. Because lower player count means we get more liberation impact each time. But kill orders are different. Kill orders are driven by the total number of kills in the game. You need player count for that. So regardless, they still need to, I think, if they want to have all these types of orders, simple. They need to have 100,000 players. End of story. And I feel that either way, based on the fact that this is a galactic war sim, they're going to need that 1,000 player base regardless. That is my opinion. And like I said, I don't think I'm wrong, because you need a high active player base to keep the interest in your game going, especially when it's a mill sim, a space mill sim. You just need the numbers to make it feel like a real war. It's going to be real sad if you have less than that. I've been saying that the whole time, Bioxite. We don't need balance. We just need everybody to be having fun. We just need hundreds of thousand players having fun every week, you know. And once they have a huge variety of distinct weapons, they can make it so some are buffed each week, some are nerfed each week, and then, you know, create new interesting varieties of loadouts. But they're gonna need a lot of distinct weapons to do that, and they don't have that yet. Right now, every weapon looks more like a customization of each other rather than a distinct weapon. Liberated Concussive is literally just a customization of the Liberator. They need to rework a lot of these weapons and change them so that they're all distinct and all of them feel good.
Found something.
Okay, let's scatter across the map and start pissing off things. We've got 23 minutes, and that's more than enough time to hunt down some kills. Here, patrolly, patrolly, patrolly. Man, patrolly. The food is burning at this point. Yeah, I know. It's overcooked. But, yeah. Not very good.
A breach on us here.
Sounds good. I'm bringing angry, pissed off chargers. Okay, actually, I better not invite that guest to dinner.
Heavy. Southeast. Close. Requesting air support.
Ooh, nice.
Sending in an eagle.
I see the swarms. They need to start, like, if there are any boosters in the game from major orders and whatnot, they need to show this clearly. They need to rework and overhaul their overlays so that they can show everybody, hey, this is what this is what the effect of this is, you know. This is boosting you in this particular way. Please be aware that losing it will lose you this bonus. Players don't even understand what's important right now, you know. So if you're gonna make us make tough choices, they need to give us like the information. What is it boosting? And you know what? Their boosts suck. I don't care about a liberation boost. I don't need that shit. You wanna know what I want? The training facilities should be giving us damage boosts. The training facilities should be weakening enemies, making them easier to kill. Give us a boost really worth keeping. They need a lot of different alerts. I don't care what kind of alerts they have, but they need to start showing this information in game. They need to start showing people, hey, you lose this planet, here's the problem. You keep this planet, here's the good stuff. You know, all of this is really important. They need to show it in game, not just some person on Discord said something about someone somewhere. Like that was that Chinese telephones? No. Sorry, Chinese whispers, Chinese telephones. Like, I'm not here to play a game of telephone. I'm here to play a game of actually, you know, knowing what everything does. What military functions without information? Is there any military in the world that says, I don't know what's going on, but let's just go in anyway? Like, I'm pretty sure no military in the world does that or says that. You know, that'll be one of the worst militaries ever. It's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but, you know, no intel, but let's go in anyway.
A breach here.
Bugs. Southwest. Tagging location.
Sending in an eagle.
They could just hire me and I'll do the voice I'll give them the voice that I use for my own stream alerts. Whatever alerts they need, they can now have an AI, you know, cabal level alert. Nice job on the bug breach. That's the shit I like.
Sending an
How did the gas strike land over there? I'm so sorry. That is weird. It landed in a weird location. And I know we don't have scatter or anything else.
The pile's on.
Yep. I see the second Kyle Titan.
Requesting air support.
Administering freedom. Eagle 1 rearming. Be back shortly.
Hey, Jose. Yeah, it bounced off the Titan, eh? That was annoying.
Reloaded.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Hey, Chanel.
Super chat received.
Here's a super salute for you, my man. How's it going? How is it hanging?
Air sample acquired.
We got more troops to piss off. Yeah, I call them Kyle Titans now. What else should I call them? They feel like they're literally filled with Baja Blast and assaulting us. How is everything, my dear friend? I hope you are still doing well. We still got 19 minutes. We'll leave around 10 minutes. Surely there's more enemies somewhere. Why is it that when it's the A team, there's like no enemies swarming the map?
You may proceed
Shouldn't we be
extraction
swarmed to
when
death by
ready.
now? This is so sad. Where are
It's because we kill them too quickly.
they? I know, but still. They should show more courage in the face of danger.
Like,
Oh,
ease on,
listen.
guys. Give him a chance. Give him a little chance.
They don't deserve a chance. There's no such thing as mercy. Mercy's for the weak. Come at me, you damn bugs. Did we seriously genocide like everything on this map? Alright, this is a waste of time. I'm calling in the extraction. We'll go to the next map and genocide them there. If they won't come to us, then we'll go to them. How's my day going? Okay, I guess. Would have been better. This is where I'd put my patch K acid if we had one.
Calling in extraction.
This is where I'd put my patch notes video if we had one, but we didn't. So my day's alright.
Heavy east, 50 meters.
Hey, I think they're coming. Hey, they just spawned around extraction. Yep, they're down there. Nice. Ooh, they're swarming. They're swarming. Now this is what I call a real fight.
Heavy east, 50 meters.
Okay, Thug Breach is on the way.
Requesting orbital strike. Air support.
Oh, this is what we like, lads.
Breach.
Oh my god, dude, he can projectile vomit up the mountain. That's crazy. Okay. Not wise. Throw me in. Toss me.
Reinforcing.
Join the fray.
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
You a bot diver. How dare you be a bot diver. But yeah, understandable. Bots are just unpopular. Straight up. You know? I dive both, but I'll always do what's most efficient, and unfortunately,
No, damn screws.
right now we need to kinda
Reinforcing.
pull together for the termies because termies offer the most kills per hour. Bots don't offer enough, so that's why
T-minus 30 seconds.
Sending in an
not
eagle.
enough botodiva.
Administering freedom. ETA T-minus 20 seconds. ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Oh, sorry. That was me. That was me.
Okay.
It's all because you didn't wear arc armor, bro. Bro. That's true. Someone does need to do it. Hey, G1.
Landing in progress.
The problem is camping the extract doesn't send more patrols to your location. You actually want to spread out more than 75 meters to get more patrols, but basically even if we do spread out, like, things don't come and kill us, so let's leave.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20
Oh wait,
seconds.
no, Track is down there. No, he's far. No. Yeah, well, none of us need the samples, but okay, you got 10 seconds. Go Track, go. Go Track, go. Nightshade, get in.
Don't make it. Don't make it.
Yep, I trust him. Use both legs, bro. Use
Countdown
both legs,
complete.
bro.
We have to leave now.
There we
Extraction
go.
complete.
I think he
Pelican
made
1
it.
beginning ascent.
Hanging on to the handle.
Listen, K-Acid, they set the ridiculous schedule for themselves, and now they're in the hole that they dug, and they gotta dig themselves out. Life's good, Chanel. Happy to hear that, man. The bugs cause a lot of slowness, and your squad gets angry because of that. Jose, just use motivational shocks, dude. No more slow. We use motivational shocks all the time. A patch per month is much more sustainable, but like I've said, Alpac, the problem is they set the schedule themselves. So they can't just suddenly take it away. No. What they need to do is they need to wean people off slowly or start learning how to make their patches modular. They're the ones who did one every week. One every week. They did it, not us.
The other alternative is just kill all the enemies.
Yep, true. Yeah, exactly. They bit off way more than they could chew, man, and that's the problem. Okay, that was a very nice even spread.
There's nothing sweeter.
Close to 1,000. Almost ideal, and for the time frame that we took, that was really good.
We can never have too many.
Okay, do it again.
Mission coordinates.
Let's
They're all
go.
in their hidey holes.
Yeah. Let's go put some fear in them.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
We do need a car, but we will get one eventually.
Synchronized.
Alright, I'm gonna drop us here in the hopes that if we stumble into enough nests, we might get more kills. I'm kind of missing the 500 kills from this morning. This is not good. Where are the enemies? We must kill. Exactly. They need to share the roadmap, Roland. They've shit the bed. What they need to say is, I've shit the bed. Listen, here's how we're gonna do it going forward. That's what I would do. That's what I do all the time as a leader. Some people say, Asian Robot, you know, whenever you're sick or whatever, you post a community post like, we'll be here for you, man. Yes, but do you know why people will be there for me? Because they know that I am top notch and on the ball. I don't care if I'm dying in bed. I'll still post a community update saying, hey guys, dying in bed, might have a heart attack later, but I will try to stream by tomorrow if I can. Like, dude, if I can put in this effort as a one-man show, do it running my own business, they can put in that effort. Yeah, Johan can do a tweet every now and again. What, is he hiding in his office and afraid of, like, what, people are gonna be negative toward you? It's the fucking internet. Get over it. You know, get out there and just start saying, hey, listen, here's how it's going. Shit's bad, but we're gonna try and help. We're gonna try and get things right. B2 fight. I know you didn't post a link, but oh, sorry. When you put bots.one hit for Devastator, please make sure you space your words correctly, because Nightbot, if it looks like a website that you're trying to link, Nightbot will remove it, because this is what helps stop spam bots from coming into YouTube. That's why they don't come into my channel specifically. I know you weren't posting a link, but Nightbot will read it that way, so just be careful with your punctuation. Listen, Okita, like anything that happens in my life, I'm gonna update you. Same thing for a big studio. It doesn't matter. You know, you don't have to share behind the scenes information. Say, hey guys, we're working on this specific thing. No, just give people some hope. You know, talk to us. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Spore Spear. Yeah, nice job. By the way, you're gonna be surrounded, but good luck. Oh no, spiny thorns. Oh no, self-damaging. Lost so much hit points without even fighting a single enemy. It's gotta be some kind of record. Ooh, damn. Look at this nerd. Charging around like a charger. What a nerd. Alright, Charger Boy. First, stepping away from teammates. Ooh, nice termination. Try counter sniper for bots. Why would I do that? The Jar 5 is better. I mean, I'm glad you like the counter sniper, but I wouldn't use it. It's too trash for me to ever use. Unless the counter sniper can shoot through multiple opponents, I'll never touch it.
Tagging
Sorry,
back.
not sorry.
Northeast,
Let's take out that outpost.
200 meters.
Together.
100 meters.
Yes, go piss off that Ball Titan. It'll bring its minions. Hey, Kyle Titan. Oh, it's dead? Damn it. Why are you guys so good? Alright. There's something to our east. Hold on. Looks like more bugs we can piss off. Hey, is that a friendship door? I think it is. Good.
Requesting orbital.
Alright. Me and track.
I'm on it.
All yours.
Bug outpost spotted. Requesting air support.
Nice. Good. Yes, we call them Kyle Titans now. What's up, Kyle?
Heavy. On my position.
Aha! Thug breach. Right here. Let's go.
I lag!
Ending in an eagle.
Bug tunnel breach. Eat death!
Taste of freedom.
Yes.
Found something.
Come on, Kyle. It's an honor. We named the deadliest of enemies after you. The coolest of my soldiers. So when you fight bugs with us, okay, and we see a Kyle Titan, go head to head. Prove that you are the superior Kyle.
Northeast.
Reloading.
Prove your Kyle superiority.
Bugs. East.
Yeah, sure, but I can do the same with the Jar 5 B2 fight. So why would I use a trash tier weapon when I have a much better weapon than that? Lol, Spine Man.
Calling in reinforcements.
Sending you in.
Oh no.
Lol, Spine Man fell in a hole. What a nerd. That's okay though. It happens. There's a hole right here. I'm going to avoid it. You claim South Park. You got the cool name, dude. It's just filled with Mountain Dew. You prefer the BBL charges over the Kyle Titans, lol. Hey, Shrieker Nest over there, yep.
Location.
There it is.
I'm working left to right.
I'm gonna call in a resupply
Calling
here.
down supplies.
Sending in an eagle.
I'll handle the patrol. Yeah, it would be nice to actually get our anti-tank mines for once, but hey. Sparrowhead has to decide for itself what it wants.
100 meters.
It is up to them to make things happen. And if they cannot, then well... No, Spider-Man!
Calling in reinforcements.
You fell in the hole again?
No.
Timmy fell down a well again? Damn it,
Requesting air
Timmy.
support.
Attack underway.
I know it was a different hole, but damn, Timmy, damn. Wow, my sparkler killed a whole
Bug
9.
outpost spotted.
Wow.
Sending in an eagle.
Sending in another beagle.
Reloading.
Jar can one-hit a Devastator, dude. Come on, man. B2 fight. Super Earth Elite. only uses the best weapons in the game. We don't do that bullshit.
Northeast, 200 meters.
I'll tell you one thing. People say counter sniper is great. Why don't you use the Jar 5? Literally does double the damage, just as accurate if you know how to control the recoil. Easy, and it can stagger any target it hits. I tried the counter sniper. I was like, I just went straight back to the Jar 5. The best weapons in the game are what we use. Anything else? Trash. I mean, you can use it for variety, but quite frankly,
Bug breach.
oh, you guys will have to handle that on your own. Me and Nightshade are going elsewhere.
Sample acquired.
I am heading toward this generator.
Bug tunnel breach.
Since you already breached it, this place is relatively safe for me.
Sending in an eagle. Heavy, northeast, close.
Very good.
Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
Oh no, track disconnected.
He ran away.
And now there's a thug breach on me. No,
Calling in orbital
you
strike.
nerds.
Coming.
Get some! Get some!
I'm always right, B2 fight. I don't say this to be an asshole. I say this because I am a very cold and logically precise machine when it comes to business. I like business and I love my job as a professional creator, which is why I only say things that are usually true. I will never lead a studio down the wrong path. Some people don't like me because the things I say are harsh, or I sound like I'm being arrogant, but I'm never arrogant. I am truthful. They need to focus on just buffing everything, making everything great, so that players can enjoy themselves. Just throw me in when you can.
Reinforcing.
I got spewed on over the hill.
Requesting air support.
Request approved.
Thanks,
Deploying
Nightshade.
reinforcements.
Appreciate that.
Piles down.
Yep.
Mag's empty.
Don't worry, our Kyle, he was talking about the enemy Kyle.
Deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Support weapon.
Reinforcing.
Requesting tac pack.
Engaging
Doing alright, Hoops. Can't really complain too much. Cantrail Lasgun, Lord J. If I had that here, I'd probably still actually use it. Assuming it isn't as shit as what Darktide turned it into.
I got the terminal.
What was once the go-to weapon. Oh, let's nerf all the fun. And then no more super volleying sniper man
Engaging
anymore.
terminal.
What a great way to go. Well, that's how a lot of people are. When they finally realize that the only thing that matters is what I say, they'll learn. But many games have to learn that the hard way, and by the time they learn that the robot is right, the robot's already moved on.
At 30 minutes remaining.
But one day a game studio will come to me first and say, hey, you know, we heard that you're a professional and a god. We want to worship you. How much do we need to donate to worship you? And I'll say, my son, don't worry, my blessings can be bought for a small price of $9.99.
Found something.
Say, show your sincerity to the gods, and the gods will bless you. Clink, clink, here's my pouch. And if they show enough sincerity, then, you know, maybe I will bless them. Ooh. Nice job on the Titan. Hey, let's go touch the Seaf just so that we can piss off more bugs. I know it'll cause a bug breach for sure, so.
Dropping package.
Well, it's not so much that they're liable, but quite frankly, I think the problem is that even though it is their official communication channel, they need to start listening to things outside of it. But that's up to them whether they want to or not.
Package acquired. Dropping package.
Because one of the biggest problems, and actually a lot of studios suffer from this, Kyle, is that, and again, like I said, seen this happen dozens of times over.
Dropping package.
You'll have studios that will think, oh, you know, our people in Discord are saying this, but it's usually only the sweats, the hardcores, and the people who are super invested in the game that will be in the official Discord. So when you no longer, when those people, you know, aren't the ones that are like the majority of your population, and it's been said so many times when we failed certain MOs, even when we had a huge population, most of the players aren't in the Discord. Most of the players didn't know about the Martell Gambits and all that kind of stuff. Why? Because they're not in the Discords. So that means the Discord has very little relevance. So they need to be starting to listen to things outside of it. Normally, what I would... Oh, I just came back from an hours-long break, dude. What do you mean take breaks? I literally only just started my evening session.
Bug breach.
Yep, on my way. Ooh, nice job on the stock layer. But yeah, for me, like one thing which I always say, Kyle, is that for devs, right, the things that they need to pay attention most is popular streamer communities, like ours, and social media. Discord is actually one of the smallest, and it's mostly made up for hardcores. If they pay more attention to social media, and I know it might be a bit of a stretch for them, but that's actually what they have to listen to. Because that's where people are going to be most honest about their feelings. You do have to sort of like filter out the wheat from the chaff, but if you do it right, it's a great way to understand things. Reddit is a mixed bag, but Reddit can also be pretty good because there's a lot of people there who are decent, a lot of people there who are fanboys.
Found something.
Well, that is true, Kyle, but joining the Discord, the effort has to be on the part of the developers, is what I usually say. Even if, like, and I totally get your point, you know. Oh, nice. Very good. I totally get your point, what you're saying, that, you know, we should join the Discord and give our feedback, but people aren't going to get, you know, put in the extra effort. The extra effort has to come from them, you know. WKTR, please never mention that game in this space ever again. If you want to attend my streams, please understand, we do not want to be associated with a racist game where the developers are racist and support racism against the Asian people, all right? They allow their partners to make racist statements as well as threaten physical violence. So uninstall that game. Do not talk to me about Donald's content. Do not mention Donald's content. Do not play that game. Do not support Phoenix Labs. If you support Phoenix Labs, it means you hate Asian people like me. And in that case, I would ask you to kindly leave my stream and never attend my channel ever again. Okay? Please.
Bugs. Northeast.
But anyway, coming back to the point that I was making before, the effort always has to be on the part of the devs. They have to be the ones putting in 3 times the extra effort to gather the right feedback and go to the right places with the right feedback. If they don't, that's on them. Then they're only going to get one side of the story, and they'll wonder, why is things going worse and worse and worse? Sure, of course, if we want to change things, we ourselves also have to take active action. But let's be realistic. If people are going to complain about a PSN link, you know, and of course I understand it's for other reasons other than effort, but for a lot of people complaining, they weren't even in the affected countries. Oops. Sorry, Spine Man. That arc to you. But yeah, most of them weren't even in the affected countries, and they still didn't want to do it. Why? Because it's extra effort. Nobody wants to go through that, you know? Well, I'm glad you don't hate me, but I hope you'll never mention Donalds and will never support that anymore. Because if you do, then even if you say, I don't hate you, by supporting a racist game, you are saying you hate the Asian people. Don't do that. Uninstall the game, don't play it, find other games to play. There are plenty of other games out there that are not made by evil people. Okay? So, thank you, but never mention it on my channel ever again. They should B2 fight. Like, I've told multiple studios this exact same thing. Hire one guy to trawl through social media, and that should be his job. Monitor feedback, bring the feedback of the public to the people, and start working on that. I hope so, Dr. Mantis. We will see. They've got till next week, so they better work. And listen, Kyle, you know, I respect that opinion, but I am of a very different opinion on that. Most of it is useless, but if you fail to pay attention to the useful ones, game's gonna go downhill. I mean, as it is, like I said, I'll hold my hand up if I'm wrong on this, but by next week, they're gonna bleed another 15,000 players, which is no good. If we want this game to sustain, if we want this game to be the game of the year, and if we want it to keep going long term, they need to be able to maintain their player base, and right now, they're not maintaining it at all. They are failing in every way, shape, and form at that. So, you know, they have to right the ship somehow. Aw, come on. Well, I murdered myself. Send me in.
Where'd you die?
That's fine, James C. Just wherever. I think Spine Man got me.
Reinforcements have been launched.
Democracy has landed.
But either way, we'll see what comes out after next week. If next week, you know. Anger is engagement, that's fine. But, well, making players angry, the thing is, like, what kind of like, if you're just farming engagement, sure, rage bait is fine. But I'm pretty sure what they're going for here should be player retention. So, this week they've already pissed off everybody.
Thank you. I need supplies.
They've already pissed off everybody this week because they said no patch. Okay, fine. And it's Twinbeard, not even the CEO. It was a statement in Discord where most people aren't. Yep, bug breach here. It was a statement in Discord, which is, again, not ideal. So, they've already made people mad. Players are going to leave because they don't know what's going on. There was no patch this week. They feel like the game is being abandoned. And no matter what, you have to follow the court of public opinion. Your customers are the public. What are you going to do? It's not like you can tell them, hey, you know, we're going to do this kind of change, and we need you to be aware of it, even though we're not telling you. Like, that's not how this works, you know.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate. Requesting air support.
That came down so close, but we lived.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
I can't comment on any changes to COD because I don't play games like that, but, well, hopefully it was a positive change for them. It's not just nerfs and buffs, though. It has to be meaningful buffs. Like, the idea is to introduce fun into the game. We need to be making it so that every weapon feels viable, feels good, feels distinct. If they don't give people at least some reason, you know, if they don't give people some reason to pick up every single gun and keep the variety going, then what's going to happen is that they're going to have a dead game. Sure, a couple of people might play in their duos with friends or things like that, like Kyle. But the point is they're not going to have the player base they need or want. And what this is going to end up is just another game with a lovely premise of a galactic war, but no soldiers to actually fight that galactic war. Not sure why you guys are even mentioning that, but Mr. Only Justify, alright? Please understand that it is a racist game with racist devs. Alright? They support racism and hatred toward the Asian people and allow their people to make threats of physical violence as well. So if you play that game, then congratulations, you are a racist. I would suggest uninstalling the game, not supporting the devs, and finding something better to play. But never ever mention that game here. Alright? And I find it very sad that people from that game are still coming to my channel after all this time. Alright? Are you guys still watching me or something? You shouldn't be doing that. That is very, very stalkerish behavior. And I hope you guys will not take part in that. Nice shot. I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Found something.
That's a very happy Titan. You missed.
Heavy. Northeast. Low.
Heavy. North. 50 meters.
There's no separation of art from the artist. Not in this one. Because when the artists allow something to taint their work, then I'm sorry, but the work is tainted.
Requesting orbital.
But yes, for more professional reasons, just to explain, and nobody should be having a conversation with me about Dauntless, but quite frankly, I was the one that received threats of physical violence, as well as after emailing the devs, nothing was done about it, no punishments were meted and handed out, and this was all done by a man representing the company. So, I do not wish to have any conversations about Dauntless, and I do not wish my current companies to be associated with a terrible game like that. So if anyone feels sorry for Dauntless or things like that, I ask kindly, leave my stream, do not come here, do not attend, do not watch my shows. I want nothing to do with that game, and quite frankly, nobody should have anything to do with that game, because they committed a lot of evil. And I do not want the current companies that I work with, like Nexon and all that, even associated in the smallest ways with something like that, because it can taint a brand, and I do not want their brands tainted for something they did not do. Phoenix Labs, they dug their own grave, they gotta live with it and lie in it. I hope so, Dr. Mantis. I hope that they've learned a good lesson on that. And if they, in future, decide that, you know, they can at least set expectations better, you know, then it'll be worth it. But they do need to start communicating with us and say, okay, we understand the previous pace was crazy. We're going to start stepping back. We're going to start doing proper patches once every 2 weeks or once a month. Whatever pacing they want to set, they need to give us the roadmap and set the expectations. I think so, Last Left. I hope that this community will be a good one that can actually, you know, go forward, be strong, and work well together. But Arrowhead needs to take the reins now, because they have literally let everything rule them, unfortunately, and that's them. You know, they've been swept up by the current. Now they need to take control back and bring it all back to where it should be.
Calling in extraction.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
Okay, I've called in the shuttle. See if anything else shows up in the last 5 minutes.
Supplies. Cancel that. West. Heavy.
Rare sample acquired.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Tagging location.
Well, I agree, Vordel Plot. Like, they need to communicate with us and set the expectations. See, Dr. Mantis, then they'll be committing the Dark Tide mistake, which you have to hope that they don't. Okay, that Bow Titan eliminated itself. That was glorious.
Now there was a UXO there.
I know, it was hilarious because it stepped on it and destroyed itself. That was
Wow,
great.
man, I shot it.
Oh, you shot it. I thought it like stepped on it and destroyed itself.
That's why I was shooting it from afar, and I was standing to the UXO. I was like, come here, I need to use this on it.
Ah, high yield explosive. Well, some games can work like that, but that's more of a rarity in this game and age, and even then, depends on how much of the community keeps it alive.
Requesting orbital strike.
I don't think we can run a galactic war by ourselves, unless we mod and hack the game, but I disagree that that would be very good. And most professional creators like myself probably wouldn't associate with that.
T-minus 10 seconds.
Like, we would probably stay away because it can affect our future jobs, things like that, so, yeah.
This is Pelican 1. I have visual.
I appreciate the sentiment, Mr. WKTR, but I've already said, don't mention that game here. This is a Helldiver stream. I'd like to keep the conversation on Helldivers. Thank you, and do not mention things that I ask you not to mention. It should not even be coming up in this conversation. Alright. Mods, if anyone even mentions that particular game, feel free to send them into timeout for 30 minutes or more. You have full permission.
Fire in the hole!
And if, Mr. WK, you really haven't played it in years, why are you asking about it? You shouldn't be asking me about it, especially after I've already explained the circumstances surrounding it.
Objective located.
Alright. Are we good? I think there's nothing else left. Alright, let's head out.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning.
But anyway, let's see how this goes. I think that they can last one more week, in my opinion. But I'll keep a close eye on things. Hopefully I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong, so that, you know, I won't see that 15,000 drop by next week, but we might. That would work if they allowed us our own servers with mods and modifiers. It would be kind of cool, Dr. Mantis, but I tell you, my server would be the toughest server ever. I would create very, very, very tough situations. But I don't think I want that. Honestly, Roland and Dr. Mantis, I think I would like what we have now. There are currently a lot of sweaties that will say shit like, oh, we're not always meant to win. Of course we are.
So many samples.
Of course we are. I am a typing beast, but that's because I got stuff to do in between each round. There's no such thing as we are meant to lose. No, we're players playing a video game. We are always meant to win. And if we fail to win, then that is not good. This should be fine.
The operation.
Helm's Deep.
Coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Every order has been winnable, but this one
Engaging
is
orbital
tougher to win.
thrusters.
That's all. That being said, we are still a bit off track. And quite frankly, if we want to win this one,
Synchronized.
players are going to have to really pull together. We've got 40% to go, roughly. It's actually 59.71%. But with 2 days left, 48 hours, to get 40%, that's 20% per day. That's a lot of kills. And is everybody getting the 2,000 per hour? We got to think clearly on that. We can bring stamina and vitality for this one, just because it's Helm's Deep. Okay, got that. There are already 2 HMGs, so I won't bring an extra. What should I bring? Yeah, 380 out there.
Launch initiated.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I'm listening to all sides of the story, Roland. And I understand. Egon, I would prefer not to talk about it. If you don't know which game I'm mentioning, then you can rewind the stream and hear the name of the game, but I refuse to talk about it any further. You can also scroll up in chat. There's a proof link and you can go and see for yourself, but I'd really rather not talk about it. Thank you. We should be here to focus on Helldivers 2.
Yeah, man.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
We are, after all, a Helldivers community. We should be focusing on that.
Calling down a sentry. Requesting sentry.
Calling down a sentry.
Did I even play Mass Effect? No. At the time it came out, I wasn't really a gamer. And I didn't really have the resources to game at the time. Like I said, I've had my own struggles in this life. Okay, we're ready. Yep.
Requesting sentry.
Feel free to hit the terminal. You can watch my beginner loadout, Shinobi. But I would say go watch all of them. Is it hours of content? Yes. Watch it all. If you watch everything, you'll see the development of the game through the months. But honest to God, you should look for anything that says beginner, new player, explanation videos, all that kind of stuff. Learn as much as you can. You should watch everything. At that time, I'd say they would struggle with Miklos.
Hold weapon.
Nice trick. Now they should make it consistent so that the Tesla tower cannot be destroyed at all. The Tesla tower should just fully zap anything it gets by. I think they should change the Tesla tower to be like a continuous stream of lightning. Just constantly blasting everything. That makes way more sense to me. Well, B2 Fight, I'll play it if somebody pays me to play it. Mass Effect is an old game. So, who would even watch me playing it right now? Am I going to have viewership of 200, 300? If not, then no point. But if somebody covers the cost of it, sponsors the full gameplay for me, they can always email me. I will do anything that I'm paid to do, but I need to be paid. Well, Assassin, of course. It's not like you can get more kills. Like, what does the major order say? Major order says kills, right? We have 40% to go, and bots spawn way less than bugs, so of course you should focus on bugs. You should be nothing, there's nothing but bugs. Unless you can get the same number of kills on automatons, which I think is pretty impossible, it would probably be best to focus.
Requesting
Put down an
sentry.
autocannon here.
Calling down a sentry.
Fallout 76? No. I have not played the Fallout games either. But yeah, like I said, if people want to see something badly enough, they will be willing to pay me for it. If not, then they probably don't need to see it badly enough. So I'll focus on the content that continues to pay my rent. But I'm always open-minded. As long as something pays, I will do it. But if it doesn't pay, then I can't do it. There's a lot of different changes that they can make to a lot of different things, B2 Fight. But what they need to do is make changes fast. I need to see big buffs to everything across the board. But either way, no use debating it, because no matter how much we debate it, the changes are up to them next week. So we'll have to see. I'm not sure what you mean, J2D. Because, as far as I can tell, Blitzer Stalker issue with the gun making them just hop around instead of dying, that is not fixed. The Blitzer will still make them hop around. They will only die if you hit them dead on with a headshot with all the beams connecting, which you have to do from hip fire. Otherwise, most of the time they won't die. I hope they get a 1 week grace. And if you're talking about mouses, I was actually looking at a really nice Steel Legion mouse, but quite frankly, I'm just gonna wait. Because with the way that this game is going, I'd rather save for rent money during the tough months. Because the player base drops even further, like I'm predicting next week. I may not be able to make rent money, so I am going to wait patiently. I'm gonna hold off on purchases just in case some of the other games this year don't pan out. So I'm not gonna invest just yet. Well, Dr. Mantis, if they do introduce the Illuminate, I do agree that it could potentially bring people back. But, like you said, it has to be perfect, and I don't know what they're cooking, but it's got... Like, they had this whole super colony story. Where's the Hive Lord? They could have reintroduced that. It made a lot of people from Helldivers 1 hype it up, then it never happened. So I don't know what they're doing, but whatever they're doing is not working. They need to figure things out. And I'm actually very worried if they release the Illuminate with the current state that they're in. Sure, they've got all these leaks going, but what if they don't hold up to expectations? And if people are already scared to fight bots, they're going to be even worse fighting the Illuminate. The Illuminate can literally reverse your stratagems, things like that. They can do a lot. They're literally psychic squids. They're practically Eldar. And it's not like we've got Space Marine librarians. It's not like we've got chapter masters with relic gear. No, we're just a bunch of grunts. Because that's the way they've made it out, and all their fanboys are like, oh, we're just grunts, we're not meant to be OP. Yes, we are. We are meant to be OP, and we should be, if they want us to succeed at this game. Yeah, they're kind of like Protoss. We could use that comparison as well. No, I don't think so, B2 Fight. That might be for you, but I think for several people, the game is saved by communities like mine.
Calling down a sentry.
And even then, those groups are dying out, B2 Fight. Let's be real. They've lost 50% of players this month already. Just look at the start of this month. Sorry for interrupting. It's 200,000 players at April 22nd. Right now, what do they have? 48,000 playing right now, with a peak of 70 plus. They've lost over 50% of their player base. So the game is saved by groups? I don't think so. The groups might keep people invested for like another week or two. But they've lost 50% of their player base, and quite frankly, that's a pretty shocking number. Sorry, Track, what were you saying?
I don't know, I was just calming with that night here.
Ah.
Situation.
I'm sorry, I'm talking to PC players because I can only compare Steam. But even the PS side is losing players because 66 from 48, that's 18,000. Normally PS around this time is about 20k. So even they're slowly bleeding players. Not a lot, but theirs is a slow bleed as well. But the PS players are more likely to stick, which I'm happy about. I have no idea what that is, Miklos, but yeah. If it's a group or whatever, sure. I can imagine that everybody would be bleeding. I mean, this community has been bleeding ever since the whole Sony thing. We were like 200 plus viewers every stream, maybe 180 on a bad day, and then within just a month, we're almost half that. So a lot of people still stay for the creator, which is really good, but it's tough times. It's tough times. Now listen, they could add any faction in last left, but they've got a lot to do first. So adding a new faction could spice things up, but they need to get their MOs right first. They need to understand how to conduct these MOs for the reduced player base. They need to understand how everything's going to work together, come together, and then finally, you know, hopefully they can have a good time bringing out new factions and things. There's nothing wrong with enjoying the live pen, J2D. The thing is that it's not that they're bad, but they don't feel powerful. So like you have to force yourself to like them, and especially on a Helldive, it feels like, why would I use this when I've got a weapon that can take out things in one shot? Why would I use that over an AoE weapon that's going to take out the entire freaking host of enemies that just drop down from the bot drop? You see, it's not that they're bad, they're okay-ish, but you know, a gun that feels mid will never feel as good as a gun that feels amazing in your hands, which again is something that people have been highlighting since day one. We get it. It's not that these are terabad, but why is it balanced like a PvP game when this is a PvE game, and they should be looking at more like Destiny's gunplay? Every weapon should feel OP in our hands because we're the fucking Helldivers. Of course, Gozu. That's why we're all waiting for next week. Players should be... See, last left, after level 25, players need to be invested in the Galactic War. How do you keep them invested in the Galactic War? Short MOs. I said it on the morning stream, I'll say it again. Short MOs. 1 or 2 day major orders, and by having powerful guns that make them fulfill their power fantasy, they could try out different loadouts each time and feel and keep the game fresh for themselves by saying, maybe today I want to play with the OP Liberator Quasar loadout, or tomorrow I want to play with the Arc Thrower amazing loadout, or AMR full-on counter sniper loadout to turn myself into like super headshotting machine with exotic weapons. Like there's so much they could do to do that, and that variety is what's going to keep people playing. You see, when weapons feel mid in the hands of the average player, and the average player is not skilled, you know, as much as they want to believe they are, quite frankly, J2D, you're probably more skilled than the average player. When the average player isn't skilled and they don't feel the weapon is immediately powerful, they put it down. They put it down. Even I myself, I experiment with weapons, but I can see what's efficient and what's not. And the second something is the slightest bit inefficient, I put it down. Now that is my personal thing, but every weapon needs to feel efficient, distinct, different, and useful. I did say B2 fight, I'm always right. You know, there's a reason no one uses the purifier. You're damn right about that, Spiny Man. Enjoy the high-tech toilet seat, Dr. Mantis. And again, look, contrary to what people may believe, I don't say a lot of the shit that I say to sound arrogant or sound like I'm talking from my high horse. I've just had tons of experience with this. I get it, not everybody wants to listen to the YouTuber, and look, I know I'm not the most popular guy, or the most, you know, I'm not the guy with the flashiest show, but in general, I know my shit. Generally we run difficulty 8, because difficulty 8 is usually pretty good for farming. I don't remember this, King Raven. I don't remember any of their promotional materials.
This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Pelican tried to park on the mountain. I saw that. I saw that. He can't hide that from me.
Alright,
I saw him.
Like this pilot.
I think our pilot's drunk, bro.
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
I can hope I'm the coolest, but
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
people will see the value in me over time. Like I said, I'm rarely wrong about things.
Liberty has seen you.
I would prefer to be wrong. That way the game would do better. Have they fixed the bot variant? Nope. No, they haven't. Are you talking about Helm's Deep? Helm's Deep is easy to do. We can do level 9 Helm's Deep, no problem. But the personnel evacuation is the only one that's impossible for us. Because that one requires a specific method of coordination, and I am way too lazy to even force my people to do that. Yeah, fair enough, Miklas. So a group that is not mine, therefore I have no interest in them. How dare they even exist? Bunch of weirdos. If the game ever gets popular again so I can start faction wars, I will have to go and murder all of them. Only Super Earth Elite must exist. because we're the coolest kids. Let's see where we're at right now. 59.88%. Damn. That one had a very low
Democracy's
count
reach
for some
extends a
reason.
bit further, thanks to you.
Normally we get way more on those. Strange.
Okay, I'm gonna call it a night.
Understood, Nightshade. You go ahead and rest.
Laters.
Bye. Any other channel members of the appropriate rank want to pinch hit? If not, then I will let a rando take a spot.
Are you gonna kick me or should I leave?
Oh, yes, sorry. I shall do the honors. Salute, my friend.
Left squadron.
I'm just a guy. So I appreciate the positive sentiment, but I just hope this game will just do better, that's all. Because at the end of the day, it affects my rent. I want to be able to pay rent off a single game for like I want to be like those old creators. You know, I'm talking like 5, 6, 7 years ago where a creator could just plant themselves on one game, play that for a year, make rent, assuming that they're decent enough at their job, make rent and have a good time, build up a following, then start to experiment as they grow. You know, I can't even get to that growth stage because every single game that I try to snowball with, Dark Tide first, is going so well, died in 3 months. Helldivers 2, going so well, died in 3 months. Like, I'm tired of it. It's also rough for us creators because like we're trying to find a game where I can really, you know, sorry, Gozu members only. Oh yes, Solus. It will always be a tough thing, but you know that's why I'm hoping, like right now in the current state of the industry, for most YouTubers that are starting out like myself, you have to basically have 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 good games that will be really, really solid, and you rotate between them basically. And when one updates, then you play a different one. When you don't update one, when one doesn't update, you know you also play a different one. Like that's usually how it goes and how it used to, and how it is now, but there's just very few games that even seem to be able to keep up their momentum. Like Diablo 4 took what, 4 seasons to even get some momentum back. Don't even have time to play a lot of that right now, but I'm hoping to get started on it soon. They are bogged down with problems they created for themselves, you know? And it does make me want to tear my hair out, but I'm just very grateful for the people that are supporting the channel and keeping it running. Whether they're just an honored member or an only fan like Kyle or whatever, it's all good. Like to me, I feel that everybody's trying their best to keep the channel running, and I just don't want to disappoint them because at the end of the day, you know, we're all here to enjoy ourselves, and I try to keep the content going, but once the numbers start dropping, so will the content because there's just no way to survive. You have to think about your next move, you know. Morale's low, but we're still here. Fingers crossed for that. We'll go with Hellpot space optimization and stamina. And that way the 4th man can fill whatever. Should be alright. I've got motivational shocks, so we should be able to run away in case things get hairy. I think you mean the devs' slight laziness, but I don't know if it's laziness. I think that they're, like, for them, I do feel pity for them as well because I think that they're under a lot of pressure and it sucks when you're in that situation. Like, for me as well, like, sometimes when I have to create a video and, like, I know I need to create it, but it's not perfect the way I want it to be, then I will spend and obsess a lot of time over it and I end up, like, delaying my workflow because of it. So I understand their pressure, but I'm also here to speak reality to them. So while I understand and sympathize with their difficulties, I'm also aware that, quite frankly, customers will never sympathize with you. And that's how it is. Hey, Noel. They do need to communicate. Can the AMR kill fabricators or bug holes? No, Trav. The AMR cannot. It's a non-explosive weapon.
Go now, and fear the shadow of neither death nor tyranny, for justice is your cause.
Support weapon inbound.
Bitterness.
Dropping a pin.
Nice.
100 meters.
Just let me grab my stuff. Shrieker nest, you say? A nest full of shrieking.
Found something.
You take your time killing it. I'm gonna fry up some bugs. I do get money from the amount of
Super
viewers in
chat
the live.
received.
Aw, thank you, Deke. I appreciate that. I will always keep up the good work. Listen, I do it for the people. Thank you very much. Super salute for you and your family. And look, I'm not trying to beg for money here. I'm just saying that realistically speaking, and of course I get money from viewership, but viewers have to keep ads on. If you're watching the stream with ad block, then I get nothing. If you're watching with YouTube Premium, that's okay. I still get money. But like, I'll be realistic here. There's a strong difference between having 200 viewers per stream concurrent versus having roughly 100 on average. Obviously, if you have 200 on average, then your amount of income that you earn from streams is effectively double. I mean, that makes sense, right? So, when you're playing with bigger numbers, like we are here on Helldivers, then, like, even if I wasn't earning anything, like with no super chats or whatever during the stream, if it was like 200 viewers, then I would be making extra money, which was good. And I wasn't too sweaty about that because there were some streams, like early on in Helldivers history, you know, where things were going super great. I had like, what, 300, maybe even 400 viewers. Like, that was pretty crazy. And those streams made a lot of money on their own. So even if nobody super chatted, it was great. And some people who weren't even interested in the game would come by and just see stuff like that. But yeah, the going from that down to about like 100 viewers, of course it will negatively affect things. So I generally will plan around it. Like, again, I'm not trying to like make you guys panic or say that I'm going to leave the game tomorrow or anything like that. No. But I have to also, I have a duty of care to you guys as a creator, as a content creator, because in case one day you see me stop streaming, you have to know, or rather stop streaming this particular game, you have to know why. I have to start looking at other options as well, because it's like, I can't wait for the big crash to come. I have to be like, okay, so things aren't that great, but we will slowly, you know, pull together. That's why, like, right now, I'm looking at things like the First Descendant, whatever, that's going to be releasing soon. I don't know how big it'll be, but it's a fully cross-platform game. It's a fully cross-platform MMORPG, kind of like Korean Warframe, with very attractive characters. All right, I know a lot of thirsty guys are going to be buying Glaze maid outfit, which I think people will be able to access during the beta. And not gonna lie, I'm also gonna buy that skin on release. But the fact of the matter is that there's a lot of other games that will be competing for people's attention, and I'll have to go where the viewership and the money is. So, thank you very much, Deke. I appreciate that. Honest to God. I will, of course, try to spare as much time for Helldivers as I can, but, you know, numbers will talk. Numbers will talk, and it's going to be... It is what it is, you know? There's going to be a spot of this, there's going to be a spot of that. I think a lot of people can't wait to be a bunny girl. Yeah, I'm waiting with you to, like, defend you against patrols and shit while you're busy taking care of that.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
I hope that it will.
Calling supply here.
Yep, no worries. But I think it's also about the number of core players, you know? If the core players are like Dark Tide's hardcore 4,000, that's not going to fly for a Galactic War. The core player base that, you know... Sorry about that, Spine Man. Bow spears again, huh?
Requesting air support.
LOL! That charger went flying. That was beautiful. Love that.
Oh, wow.
Nice job on that. Calling in some more.
Calling in reinforcements.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Yeah, it is the literal job. And a lot of people will call people sellouts and stuff. But that's how it is, you know? I saw it for myself. King Gothalion was praising Helldivers 2, playing a lot of it. Oh, damn. Don't worry, we'll get you out soon. Oh, no. Okay, the Charger decided not to get you out. Charger was just like, you know what? He's dead.
Requesting air support.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Sure, Mr. WK, you have fun. They should adjust the ammo scaling, but that's only a short-term solution, not a long-term one. And if he wants to keep making fun games, good. But he needs to understand that he cannot be listening to fanboys. Especially the fanboys right now. A lot of the fanboys are just saying a lot of stupid shit. Like, they're talking so much smack, like, oh, you know, you're not supposed to win every ammo. No, you are. Because guess what? People like to win. You know, this is not a hardcore game where 50% win rate is expected. This isn't COD. This is a PvE game. And if we cannot win every single PvE match, people will stop playing. Regardless of what fanboys think, regardless of people like myself and others who understand that, yeah, we can't win everything, people like to win. And they will get demoralized and demotivated. So what they need to do with the MMOs is take a shonen protagonist approach. What they need to do is have a situation whereby, okay, we will mostly win the MMOs, but we will lose when there's a need for character development. Okay, moving up there. Ooh. I explored a little bit here, but there's nothing much. If you guys see supplies or stims on the ground, let me know. I'm trying to find some.
Requesting air support.
Not. Oh wait, I can call some in. Ah, nice.
Yeah, I have plenty of ammo here.
Nah, I just need stims because I don't run out of ammo. But we can go to the objective and call it in.
Dropping a pin. Northeast. 300 meters.
Fanboys will love no matter what you do, which is why I said the best player base to screw over are your fanboys, because they'll take it no matter what you do. So I feel that whatever the fanboys say, they should do the opposite.
Reach on me.
Okay.
Rare sample acquired.
Requesting air support.
Damn, there's normally stims around this place. That's an irritation. If there's a bug breach there, I'll throw in supplies.
Deploying equipment package.
Requesting orbital.
What's an ideal ratio for what? Winning MOs? If it's winning MOs, we should be winning 90% of MOs, and only during a major situation where, like, we literally need character development or something like that, or for storyline purposes, then we take a loss. Otherwise, we should be winning every single MO. And if it ends with factions getting wiped out, you can always write it into the story. You know? Like, they did a whole thing. We wiped out the automatons. They let us have 1 day of victory, and then the automatons came right back. Like, come on. That's not how this is supposed to work. Like, the losses need to be rare, but have consequences and impacts. Like, losing one MO should not deny us a stratagem or things like that. No, it should be like a serious impact for character growth. Like, for 1 week we get a restricted stratagem or something like that. Like, but it should only happen after a series of victories or a particularly tough push. They need to be very aware that, like, these kinds of things will impact heavily on their game. So they need to be very sparing with how they lose their MOs. Like, losses should be heavy but meaningful. You know, it has to be a part of a strong part of the storyline, not just, oh, this MO could go either way. You know, that's not a good system.
Mission map updated. Mission at 30 minutes remaining.
Yeah, no problem, Paul. I'm just trying to do the best I can, but I hope to keep regular viewers that will always tune in. That'll be my ideal goal, because people just watch and enjoy, and it's good.
Orbital inbound.
If we lose, we should get buffs and reinforcements. They could also do things that way, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Requesting air support.
There's a lot of ways that they could change this, but yeah, they are struggling to accurately gauge stuff, so shorter MOs would definitely be good. Like I've always said, 1 or 2 day MOs, very rare for a 5-day MO. Alright, and certainly not one over the weekend and then going into the weekdays, then you expect us all to get kills. Like, how many hardcore players do they think they have left? Like, if this game starts feeling like a job, players are just gonna straight up stop playing. Oop. Stalker's already here, damn it. Somebody threw a 380.
New super chat received.
Thank you, Mr. Garrett. I appreciate that. Please allow me a super salute. Thank you to you and yours for supporting.
Calling in reinforcements.
And sure, they could also do something with the Rex, because so many of us have Rex that we're not using. Give us a system whereby we can contribute to the war effort. Extra requisition slips, I'd happily give half my mission earnings every time to get power-ups, benefits, boosts, things like that. Give us something meaningful that can help us win the war. Like, you don't want us to be super overpowered super soldiers? Okay, make us work for it. If you're doing Helldive, you're earning so many Rex and they're all going to waste because you're capped out. Okay, let people buy buffs and we'll contribute even more to the war effort. Give us a reason. And like when you fix something, like for example, they said that Bile Spewers will no longer one-shot. That's a freaking lie. As soon as they vom on you, it's definitely a one-shot. Like, you can't just lie to your audience about fixes that you make and then they're not implemented or things come back. That's not how it works. Lower the Bile Spewers until they are like a non-threat. Like, make sure they can only slow. People might think, then what's the point? There's no danger then. Yes, exactly. There's already danger from a lot of other sources. If you want to make the Bile Spewers this deadly, then they have to have a sound cue and a long wind-up animation. They can't just come there and start spewing straight away. Like, no, that's not how this works. They need to have a wind-up animation, and you need to be able to dodge it. Oh, crap. Sorry, Spider-Man.
Reinforcing.
Didn't see you there.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
And why is the damage on them inconsistent? Like, sometimes it'll take me just 3 arc thrower shots, sometimes it takes me 4. Like, this is not ideal.
I got the terminal.
Exactly, I'll just never understand all this kind of stuff. The balancing is weird. Was the patch meant to drop today? Normally it drops on a Tuesday, so I think a lot of people were hoping for a patch today. But it just didn't happen. There's a bug breach somewhere. You're gonna have to run, Spider-Man. Oof.
Calling in reinforcements.
Track, we're gonna have to regroup now. Unless you can take out the Stalker later. Ooh, crap. That should kill the Bile Titan, hopefully. Nope, it didn't. Damn. People, it's not my idea though. The thing is, people have been talking about the same idea for like freaking weeks already. We have so many requisition slips. Let us use them in a meaningful way that will benefit everybody. Like, or even not everybody, let us benefit our squad then. Okay, let me buy buffs for my Super Destroyer with requisition slips. Temporary buffs that'll only last a short duration, but hey, you know, if they last, then... By the way, can somebody take out the Stalker layer? It's up there.
Engaging terminal.
If we've grouped up and we've got all our stuff, you guys go take out that, and I'll regroup with you after that. Yep. Alright, you and Track will go and do that. I'll stay here, finish this off. As for the J-Man, well, let him do whatever the hell he wants. He's across the map anyway. Well, Stalkers will always be invisible and slap you across the map. That's how they function. They're supposed to be a scary threat, and that's why they are a special objective that you can remove. Which I'm fine with. I do not mind Stalkers. They're okay.
I've got this one.
A lot of Korean MMOs have that as a mechanic. Well, it'll be great here, that's for sure. Alright, good job, fam. I will regroup with you guys. Let's go.
100 meters.
Yep. We'll go there together.
Not today.
Just like that time with Cam Big Balls. We'll let J3T do whatever he wants, and we will focus on combat. Oop. This is the Hill of Evil.
I'm on it.
Okay, made my way up. Good work.
Rare sample
Rare
acquired.
sample acquired.
No, I have no interest in a Ubisoft game. Is it Ubisoft or EA? I can't remember, but XDefiant I have no interest in. It's a PvP game, and I have no doubt that cheaters will be all over it, so no thanks. I will stay away from that.
Dropping a pin. North. 100 meters.
To be fair, I don't think we're gonna complete this MO, no.
Requesting air support.
Rare sample acquired.
Requesting air support.
I'm not against something that would incentivize players, but quite frankly, I just need... They need to give us more stuff to do. Like with our requisition and things like that.
Post.
Well, even if it's over, I'd never give up.
Sending in an eagle.
Okay, because that's just not our way. I'll fight till the very last day.
Requesting air support.
But I do hope that things will improve. The players might pull it together for a last minute.
Orbital inbound.
But we'll see. It does seem that way a little bit, Himiko. Yes, it would, Dr. Mantis, and they need to make this clear. They need to make such benefits clear and open to everybody so that we know that we're getting these benefits. Right now, most players don't even know, and they don't know which facilities are valuable to that. I'm on my way.
Calling in reinforcements. Support weapon.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
That buctillery is crazy.
Requesting air support.
Democracy's on its way.
Nice. Okay, good.
Throwing supply beacon. Feel good.
A lot of players will not play until the patch. I'm aware of that,
200 meters.
but we'll see. Like I said, the only way I'll even play X-Defined is if it blows up into like a 2 million player type game, then sure. But from what I've heard, it'll be a fun arcade shooter, but I don't think it's going to be anything big, or I certainly don't think it's going to be the next big esport. There's just way too much competition in that space, and if Overwatch couldn't keep its momentum going with Blizzard behind it, I think X-Defiant's going to have problems, because PvP games, the problem with PvP games is number one, cheaters. Like, if Blizzard themselves cannot stop the constant cheaters, and I'm talking constant cheaters, there has to be a way to stop them. And it's not through invasive anti-cheat programs. No, there has to be an alternative way to stop cheaters, because there's just too many of them. You know, it makes matches not fun, because once you learn the game and master it and you're good at it, you know, it's hard to even start winning consistently, because it's not like you're playing with players around your skill level. No, rather you're just playing with players that aimbot. And it's silly to see that.
Requesting air support.
Have a taste of democracy.
And I remember in the past, you know, I used to think when playing a PvP game like, when I would lose to someone, I was like, damn, that guy's aim is on point. But nowadays, it's just, damn, that guy's just using aimbot again, isn't he? And it becomes so obvious that you can tell. It's stupid. Like that, I think is just wrong. And I'm sure it'll be fun, but like I said, yeah. When it comes to PvP games, right, the content, unless there are builds you can make in those PvP games and builds that have a like incredible impact to the game, you know, it's hard to really. Ooh, I'll breach it. I can finally use my gas strike. It's hard to really make impactful content. So yeah.
Democracy's on its way.
Requesting air support.
That's perfect. Good. Yeah, if you like them, go for it. I do not support Ubisoft or any of these other companies. Like, I'm glad their games have detail, but they are way too expensive. And I feel that that's no good. Games need to go back to being $60 max, and none of this, like, special edition and all this kind of crap. Don't sell me the microtransactions before it even begins. I think that's what attracted a lot of players to Helldivers before the big fiasco. It was just a great game that we could sink our teeth into and enjoy without all the stuff. But I wouldn't just say Ubisoft is bad. I'll just say that right now they're still on that high, but eventually a lot of game companies are going to come crashing down. Blizzard's already been heavily affected by layoffs, things like that. A lot of these big game companies are going to have to become leaner, meaner, and fitter. They have to understand that players aren't going to be willing to shell out dollars anymore because there's a lot of competition from indie games, things like that. Players are more likely to spend on good meals like that than the same AAA slop dished out every time.
Also, isn't Ubisoft not letting people own the games anymore? It's basically a
Yeah.
long-term rental.
Pretty much. And Ubisoft Plus, hey, if you like it, you know, that's on you, understanding. But for me, no. And you're welcome to your own opinion on that. But I have no desire to play Assassin's Creed or anything. I don't feel like I'm missing out because it's just another single-player game. It's not going to bring me 200, 300 viewers, so I don't care. I'll leave that to those creators that are established in doing that. I'll establish myself on live services like I've always done. Because for me, that's a lot better. I've seen the new Assassin's Creed and the pricing at $130 for like the full thing. I'm like, nah. Blizzard already burned me with that on Diablo 4. I'll wait till I recoup my investment on Diablo 4, then we'll think about it. And Mr. Putt's cheat detection is going to require human moderation and strong tactics. And Skull and Bones, I was hoping it was good because it was developed by a Singapore studio. Turned out dog shit. Okay, J3T has called it in. Now we shall... Let's go annoy things.
May liberty guide your safe extraction.
We are indeed. We are indeed the specialist teams. Therefore, we should be getting commando level weapons instead of the shite that they feed us right now. Oh, absolutely, dude. I've seen some of the outfits, but you know what? If I can recoup my investment on Diablo, I'll happily pay for another outfit. Like the BDSM Rogue outfit? Give that to me. I like my hot waifu characters minimally clothed. Like every other reasonable human being.
Calling extract? Question mark?
Yep, go for it. Cause the convergence. Summon the convergence. The unity. The synchronicity. LOL! Do you not have arc armor? I'm so sorry, buddy.
I think I forgot to switch it. Coming back to this from Pumpkin.
LOL. I was like, wait, he normally has arc armor. I saw that arc kill you. There's a
I
hunter
killed the
swarm.
Sobi.
The fact that you played that much, Adriano, is disgusting. How dare you enjoy that game? But it's fine. It's only $10, I guess, for the season pass. If that's what you're into, then it's fine. But we'll see. There's a lot of opportunity to support games in different ways. If that's what you like, then hey, far be it from me to deny you. Although I'll always call you a slave to Blizzard. Ooh. Ooh, disgusting. Doesn't matter, you're still a Blizzard slave. Ooh, Adriano. Can we deny Adriano specifically oxygen off the planet? Blizzard slaves do not deserve to breathe. Ooh. Sure, understanding. Go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Mr. War Trader, pricing is always an issue because no matter what, it's an inflation spiral. And considering cost of living these days, I think people shouldn't be paying $130 for the games. So central banks can print money, but hey, it's up to people to stop their government from doing that. That has nothing to do with games. No matter what, I will hold each industry individually accountable. You cannot pass the buck on that kind of stuff.
This is Pelican 1, preparing for touchdown.
Every corporation will try and push their service. That is how it is. And that is why I'm just not interested in supporting. If they want me to play their games, they can pay me to play it. If they want me badly enough. Alright.
Objective located.
Okay, that's another bug breach.
Orbital strike. Bug tunnel breach.
Oh dear. Oh dear. I see why you said run.
Pelican's on fire too, I think.
No, not yet, but it will be. Now, everybody get the hell out of the way. Because this is gonna be bad. Alright. Okay, no. Is it over? Please tell me it's over. Alright, shall we? Aw, damn it. Which nerd decided to throw an airstrike? Okay. Shall we, Vamoosh, now?
Just get rid of this bio.
Might be a wise decision. Nope.
Stand by for takeoff.
Yep, Pelican was on fire.
Today you carved another
That is how it goes, Mr. J. Johnson.
climb to liberty.
Well, the fans of the series will still pay for it, so, you know, there's nothing you can do. Every game will have its hardcore fan base, so if they're going to pre-order, they're going to pre-order, and that's the end of that. You know, and they're banking, like, basically it seems almost like most game companies are just counting on their whales right now, which I think is fine if that's the strategy they want to go with, but I'm going to try and find the best alternatives for people that don't cater to whales. Like, that's why I'm proud of the First Descendant. I know it's going to have a lot of microtransactions, but quite frankly, because it's a free-to-play game, and hopefully with a decent Warframe-like system, if they can manage something like that, they will be in very, very good hands. Yeah, for half an hour, we didn't get much. It's decent, though. Could have been slightly better.
This planet.
We
Man, I
lost
don't know what
many
it is.
good Helldivers.
I know, this planet's a lot weaker than the other ones. It's weird. But it is what it is.
Innocents perish with every wasted second. We must.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods prime.
Well, humans don't
Engaging
not set
orbital
themselves up for failure. I mean, it's kind of what humans do. You know, we repeat the mistakes of the past because a lot of the time that people deliver wisdom or information, people shy away from it. They're afraid, and I don't blame them for fearing. I do not blame them for fearing. I understand. It's difficult to confront truth. It's difficult to confront yourself. Sometimes the hardest thing to admit is that I'm not good enough. And quite frankly, for me personally, I've always had to admit that, because look at me. Let's talk about my channel. Let's be very real, because I can't judge others if I'm not willing to judge myself, right? So let's be realistic here. What have I got? I'm a guy that sits in an apartment. I'm not like one of those guys with a bang up, you know, I got those RGB lights all around my room. I'm in a pretty bare apartment. So what do I do to make my setup as decent as possible? I learned how to do this circular masking, and along with this little audio thing to make the camera look a little bit more lively, because I don't have the same setup that a lot of other people do. So I'm working on a budget here, but it doesn't mean that I can't compete. I just have to compete within my means. You have to face the truth about yourself and realize, okay, so I'm not as good as other people, but where can I create value? How can I bring that value to my audience, to whatever I do, to whatever I'm trying to achieve? You know, you got to ask yourself those hard questions. And I think that sometimes a lot of the game development companies, they don't do that. They just say, okay, this is what's going to make us the maximum profit. Let's go for this. And then they go for it, and then when it turns out badly, they're like, time to shut down a studio, time to end this series. Oh, we're not going to make another one because we can't. I'm like, you literally dug that hole yourself, because you weren't willing to look at your own truth. You weren't willing to, you know,
Launch initiated.
see yourself. And that's the reality. Most people aren't willing to look at themselves. You have to take that step. Like, even right now, let's think on behalf of Arrowhead. They need to recognize that, number one, they set up this weird pacing schedule, communicate, say, okay, we realize we fucked ourselves over, we're sorry, here's what we're gonna do going forward. People will love them for that. People will respect you more and more the more honest and open you are with them. Like, if things go badly, just say it openly. Things went badly. Look, I'm sorry. They went badly, but, you know, we can recover. Here's the plan, here's what we're doing. Or even if you don't have a plan, immediately they say, look, we're trying to think of a plan. And people will still forgive you, because people are by nature, you know, I mean, maybe not me, I'm a little bit of a dick sometimes, but most people are by nature very kind. Whether they have obligations with Sony or not, that's their problem, you know. When you sleep with the devil, you have to be aware that the devil's gonna come collect. So that's your burden to bear, but that burden should never be with the people or your customers. You know, that's something that for you to sort out on behalf of your customers.
That's called democracy!
So the Sony thing is a separate issue here. They need to be accountable to Sony, and they also need to be accountable to their customers. Two separate things. Accountability to Sony, that's up to them how they want to handle that. But accountability to customers is very easily handled. Unfortunately, understanding that Yasuke issue is controversial, so I would ask you not to discuss that here. Thank you very much. We are not going to have discussions with that. And King Raven, same thing. All right. This is something that is controversial, so we're not going to discuss it. So please understand that. I've given you both a short timeout. It's only like roughly 1-2 minutes. But we do not bring controversial issues from other games here, because that thing has ignited a whole debate on the internet, and I do not want that at my stream, because my stream is not about that. I am not knowledgeable on the subject, so I really cannot discuss it, nor should I be discussing it. That is something between Ubisoft and their fan base and the people that they may have offended or haven't offended or whatever. That's up to them, and we're not bringing that debate here. Because again, I'm not knowledgeable, I don't specialize in that, and I'm not even a creator for Assassin's Creed, so keep that discussion away from me. Because I do not want any controversy. Like, we've already had enough problems with the whole Sony thing. No controversy here, please. It is a very spicy debate, and, you know, as an Asian man myself, I feel that I should stay away from it. Hey, Jackson. Listen, last left, I am super based. Because there's a lot... I'm super based, but also super logical. And some people will like me for that. But you know what I hate the most, last left? Not saying you specifically, but there was this one person that was all like, Asian Robot's a bit mean, but you know, I like the things he talks about, I like the things he says. And then the one time I explained to them that, hey, you know, you're not doing the right thing. You're going against, you know, the credo by spreading some misinformation. They were like, I'm unsubscribed from your channel. I'm never going to look. I hate fake people like that. So, you know, I'm glad that people think I'm super based, but just be aware, super based goes both ways. You know, I'm super based when I agree with you, but I'm also super based when I disagree with you. I will always be the same Asian Robot. If something is logical, I will work with that logical agreement and argument. I will run with that. And people can disagree with me. That's okay. I don't want yes men. You know, and sometimes debates can even get heated between myself and other people. But no matter what, I will never judge you on that. Like, I will say, we can agree to disagree, and if you know you don't enjoy my presence, you can leave. That's okay. I will never put a person in the position where they are forced to agree with me. No. You know? We can always have disagreements because our thinking, our experience, our way of life is all different. And because of that, you may see things that I do not see. But also, I may see things that others may not see, you know? So I'm always open-minded, but also, like I said, logical.
Requesting air support.
Calling down a sentry.
No, it's very true, Jackson. You don't have to agree to respect a person. But you'll be surprised because there'll be some people that, like, I will constantly disagree with, and they'll say, I respect it, and then one day, you know, it gets to be too much for them to bear, because they'll, oops, sorry, I'll call you guys in now, they'll just realize that our ways of thinking are just too different to be compatible, and that's okay, you know, I respect them if they want to leave, but, you know, if you like somebody, you don't like them just because they agree with you or are saying the things that you want to hear, no. If you truly have respect for a person, you gotta respect them both ways. You know?
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Oh, listen, Bane Ironhand, I didn't mind that they told me that they were leaving, but I found it to be a very... It was like a very passive-aggressive parting shot, like really trying to act like they're gonna hurt the channel. I'm like, bro, you said you respected me. So if you're gonna disrespect me the second I disagree with you, then you were never really down for me in the first place. You were just somebody who thought that I was somebody that you could, you know, jam with and maybe bully into agreeing with your point of view, which I'll never be that. You know? Sure, Lord J, go ahead. I'll just ban you. I wouldn't shy away from that. What'll happen if we keep failing major orders? To be perfectly honest, Force Science, nothing much is gonna happen. It'll just change the storyline slightly, but Joel seems very confused on what he wants the storyline to be. If we lose... This guy leaves just because he kept dying. What a nerd. Now I'm just somebody that you used to know. Right, Lord J? But, yeah, the thing is, right, the way that I would write a story if we were losing is like, okay, we've lost, and I need to make the loss meaningful. So like we lost, but then High Command is going to rejig a plan. Then I'll release a 1-day major order or a 2-day major order, emergency operation, make it really easy to complete.
There's a bug breach in the...
Yep,
sorry.
I see it. No problem. I saw it right when you said it. No problem on that. I was like, damn. Okay. Calm the fuck down, Bugs. Like, they really just decided, you know what? These guys are having a nice time. We should adjust their attitude. Ooh, why is that mortar bombing me? Oh, autocannon. Okay. I was wondering about that. I got this. I got this. They declare a second galactic war and we've got no troops to fight it with. What second galactic war is this? No. What I would write is that, okay, we lost this one, right? Very short orders, like I was saying. And I'll say, okay, Super Earth High Command knows that the Galactic War is on. We got to rejig this. We got to quickly take this facility. You've got 2 days. You will get extra support, extra supplies, things like that. Make it super fun. Like, give us, like, 6 stratagems or something crazy like that, you know? We can call all this shit in, you know? Like, there's a lot of ways they could make this super fun while still being, you know, hardcore. But like I
Bunch
said,
of bugs on the
understood.
entrance.
Moving to intercept. Like I said, I hope that they find a good middle ground where they can make these wars meaningful. Oh, they all made it in. That's pretty sweet.
Man, those guys are sneaky. Alright, alright. Upping your game, civilians. Alright.
Like, how the hell did the civilians get through that, eh?
It does everything, and I was like, oh, let me save y'all. Oh wait.
Bro, I think the civilians have better dodging skills than we do. They ducking and weaving there, bro. Spine almost got him through.
What, the guy climbed?
Thanks for respecting it, King Raven. I appreciate that. Like I said, we should probably stay away from the spicy topics for now. Exactly, Dobbsy. We need the strategists more if we're losing. But thank you for enjoying my stances on the game last left. Appreciate that. Damn, I really respect those civs. They did their part.
There was this one civ who climbed and glitched over. It was athletic guy.
He glitched over what?
Like I don't know. He glitched over to climb the rock to get over instead of going around.
Okay.
It was a smart one. I was like, okay.
Lol.
That guy should have been a Helldiver. What the hell is he doing here with his research?
Maybe he like failed the, I don't know, like the catapult exam or some shit.
I know he got hit with asthma. That's what it was.
Lol.
He's athletic, but he just has asthma, so he couldn't be a Helldiver.
Or you could have like one of those like long-term pre-congenital illnesses. Military don't take you if that happens. So he's working hard as a technician instead. But you know, when the situation called for it, when his life was on the line, Holman was like, I ain't dying here today. I'm going home to my C01.
One of those kids who trained his whole life, but then found out he had a disease and he couldn't.
Yeah.
Couldn't sign up. Oh no, poor guy.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? It was all worth it for this one moment where he fucking survived.
He's the Captain America Super Saiyan.
Yep. Well, I wouldn't say primaries aren't important. I would say primaries are important, but they just don't feel good enough to even use right now. So I don't feel like I have a primary. I feel like I've got an extra secondary. I pull it out when I'm in danger. CVs have top DDR scores. Lamau. But I'd say, you know, for science, everything is important. You can't look at just one aspect and say only one aspect matters. No. I think that everything together would be the strongest form of Helldivers. Balance is achieved only when all facets work together. Such is the way of life. We are all one within the iris. Zenyatta is here. No problem, Bane Ironhand. That would be better, King Raven. That's why I said that the baseline for primary weapons should have been medium armor pen, in my opinion. That should have been the baseline rather than light armor pen. Then light armor pen is only for select weapons that maybe have more ammo but are weaker than average. And heavy armor pen should have been for select weapons as well. Designed with like lower damage but high armor pen, like Liberator Penetrator. Give it heavy armor pen. Give us an option with those, you know? Alright, let's get out of here. Time to ski plus daddle.
Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Victory was never in doubt.
Okay, Okay, wait. Commenting on first descendant thirst posts. They seem to be really marketing Glay. Damn. Alright. Guess I'm gonna become a Glay main. King Totu Tattoo. The game gets fun when your 3-minute ability comes off cooldown. That's true. That's true. You know? I would love if we had super supplies. Like, imagine being able to... I know Spine would love this, but imagine being able to call in multiple 380 barrages. Like, maybe just for a day or something. You know, just start throwing barrages everywhere. Whole map's gonna be bombed to hell. But hey, Spine would love that shit. No, I don't think all secondary should have light pen, King Raven. Like I said, I think the baseline should be medium armor pen, then select stuff has light pen for both primary and secondary, and select stuff has heavy pen. Like the Senator, give me heavy pen. The Deagle should have medium
bridge
pen.
is yours, Helldiver.
That would be fine.
Take us to the fight.
Whole map will be no map instantly. That's the point, bro. Come on, it'll be cool. Sorry guys, I need to reset the party because I think we bugged out after J. Jonah Jameson ditched us. I will be right back. Sorry, bud?
What J. Jonah said.
Yeah. J. Jonah Jameson. He bugged out on us. He died a couple of times and was like, meh.
Yeah, nothing was wrong. I don't know why.
No, I
Thanks
think
for
he
judging
walked
him
into
'cause he
like
died.
stuff. I don't know. Homie just
No one
decided,
judging.
nah.
We all die. Just come back, fight.
Nah, most people won't, but I understand. This is the weakness of the human spirit.
The first ones to run in Clendathu.
If this was Clendathu, we'd all be dead, pal. Our reinforcements go to 0 in an instant. Do you see how many people got ripped as soon as they landed on freaking Clendathu? It was an instant death. I just dived with my members last left. But each member has like a differing level of skill. So some members are like hardcore teams. Like these guys are pretty much A team, but some members are a bit more casual, but still pretty decent at the game. And either way, after you get scolded by me a couple of times, I'm pretty sure you'll be decent enough at the game.
Join squadron.
Mech stomps probably count as melee kills, I reckon. They should.
Iron sharpens iron.
Orbit synchronized.
Insta kill strat, one time use, 1 minute. What? What? What are they gonna call an insta kill strat? Finger of death. You point at a specific like thing and it dies. I just imagine a Helldiver going psst, and one Bile Titan dies. I used to have the finger of death back in Dota.
Allied destroyer
Spam that
has
shit.
joined squadron.
Finger of
Engaging
death.
orbital thrusters.
No, sorry, it wasn't finger. It was Agahim Scepter,
synchronized.
and I used it with that one guy that had finger of death, and it was so funny. When the enemies on low hit points is psst, and they're dead. Finger of death. We deserve that. I don't know why, but we deserve that. Also, guys, don't forget, if you are on Steam, this Saturday, I invite all of you to come and join the playtest of The First Descendant. It will run over the weekend only. It's just 2 days, but I need you guys' help as one of the official creators. Please help me break their servers. Not break as in hack into them, but I just need as many people logging in as possible. So you can pre-install on the 24th. Those in my Discord will receive an additional reminder, but I invite you all to participate in that. It is happening this coming Saturday, 25th of May. So you can pre-install The First Descendant 1 day before, and I hope we can all play together this weekend. And please help me as an official creator break the servers. So I will see you guys there, and you can also see Glay. She seems to be the promotional character for this one. And they've already released her first skin, which is going to be, of course, maid outfit. Okay? The Koreans know what people want, so they're delivering. It's going to be a maid outfit, so yeah.
Let us continue our progress.
Okay, let's go Eradicate. I'm streaming it. I'm one of the official partners for the game. Well, the official creators for the game. Content creators, I mean. So yeah, I'll be there this weekend.
Engaging orbital thrusters.
I have been one of the official creators, you know, since it was first released.
Orbit synchronized.
dropping in. But give me 1 second before I full drop. I just need... I don't need a laser. Sorry, I'll take a laser. This, that, this. Okay.
Allied destroyer has joined squadron.
All right.
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat, Helldivers to Hellpods.
You're first hearing about the First Descendant? Well, it's gonna be a free crossplay game. Let me just link you to the website. So it's by Nexon, which has created a lot of fears of pay to win, but I will assess that fairly as soon as the game is out. But it is basically, think of it as Warframe mixed with Destiny. You've got several different characters. Each of them have their own abilities. They've got a modular system kind of like Warframe does. So you'll have... Oh my god, this guy brought extra reinforcements. Alright, we all know what we're gonna have to do. I'm hoping it's a Cam Big Bills type of guy, but we'll see. So yeah, First Descendant's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. And I just hope that everybody will give it a chance. Because I played it during the playtest and it seemed like a great MMORPG. There's raids. And the raids are not like difficult raids. There's matchmaking for them. Whole bunch of different game modes, but the biggest gripe that I had was that certain game modes like defense, they spawn way too many enemies. So the game was like poorly optimized because of those modes. But aside from that, honest to God, it's a fun game. So if they fix that and they make the game more optimized, we're gonna have a good time. And especially the raid boss fights are really fun. So yeah, as long as materials can be earned and acquired instead of bought, and they don't make it basically pay to win, then it's good. And I don't think it will be pay to win, but rather it'll be pay to unlock characters, which again is not good. They need to have Warframe system in there. If they make sure that we can earn everything in the game naturally, and there's no like weird caps and stuff like that, then everybody will have a good time. But it's a proper full-on MMORPG that Nexon is working on, and so far what I've seen is really good. But yeah, I was really lucky to be accepted into the creator program, and I have a lot of love for it. I'm hoping it'll be one of my big games as well. Lol, Bunny is definitely everyone's favorite, especially with some of her outfits, but she is a pretty cool character. Like, I just love some of her mods that can turn her into an absolute critical powerhouse. Like, once I got my hands on some of her mods, oh my god, she was a slayer. You could just go around buffing yourself with like tons of damage and criticals and stuff like that. It was cray. But that's what I like. And that's what games should be about. Yep, full free progression would be a very big thing for me. Even if it took time, like Warframe level time, that's fine. But it must be fully free to an extent. I am more than willing to pay for fast. Like, I will happily do that with my stream earnings to invest in the game. But, yeah, honest to God, I need to see that it is something where I can draw in an audience. Like, I hate lying to my audience, and I would never lie to them in the first place. So, if they tell me that this is a free-to-play game, then everything must be accessible for free. Even if it would take time to get there, it must be accessible for free. Like, there cannot be a gacha type mechanic. And if there is a gacha type mechanic, they are going to get so much hate for that, and player base is going to drop day one. So we'll see. Gacha for cosmetics or something like that is fine, as long as it's not, like, unobtainable. Like, it must be a fair gacha as well. So I'm not totally against gacha, but it must be a fair gacha. And we will see. I think we'll see how it all goes. Dude, that thing is still alive? After all that. Okay, now it's dead. But for a moment, I was worried. No, we didn't, Leon. They're still cooking the update, so maybe next week. Yeah, loot boxes are a no-no. If they start introducing that shit, they're gonna get a lot of hate. And because they are already an Asian game from an Asian company, I can imagine how much hate they're gonna get. I hope they won't be stupid. Yep, I understand, King Raven, and if it's not, then I will be very angry. If there's at any point in time I discover something that cannot be earned without paying, then I will be forced to put that game down. I'm hoping that's not the case, but I would be very sad about it.
Freedom has prevailed. Now head to the extraction point.
We are sad but dedicated. If only I could play for you guys some of my favorite metal songs. But then again, it'll all be screaming, so. So, yeah. Maybe you guys won't enjoy that, but they would totally fit my mood right now, you know? Like, the way this game got me, I'm in that mood for, like, nothing but screams. Whee!
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff. Extraction complete.
But please remember that this final technical test is only available for PC. Although the game will be on all platforms, this final technical test is not for Xbox and not for PS. It's only for Steam. So anyone who's on a PC, please, this Saturday, I ask you for your presence. Download the game, help me break the servers. It'll be a serious table flipping moment. So yes, the First Descendant this weekend is a big weekend for them, alright? I understand that there may be a Helldivers major order, but I'll be limited in my participation because the First Descendant's going to take priority. Please help me break the servers. I ask that of all of you. If we can, you know, just help them test the servers, it'll go much more smoothly at launch. So, help them stress test. Because the worst case scenario is that we get like what 50,000-60,000 people playing, and then 120k come at launch and say, "Oh, why aren't servers working? Game bad." Like, I'd really hate for that. So if you have the time, come in, tune into the stream, log in for a while, help break the servers. The more data they have, the better. Even if you don't end up playing. Now, stats.
You're back.
Close to 200.
Done.
Close to 250. This planet really does have less bugs for some reason.
Mission
It's weird.
coordinates locked.
What the hell is wrong with touring?
Hellpods primed. Engaging.
Oh, if
orbital
anyone
thrusters.
needs to go at any time, just like let me know or whatever.
Orbit synchronized.
I'm almost about to, but I'm still good.
Yep. It's all good. We've got a fearful apple, 639. He will carry us.
How
Honored
dare
be
you
his
put the
name.
3 in between the 6 and 9.
Fearful apple 6'9",
Kick
like
this
bro.
guy.
Bro. I can't do that. You know what? I'm also gonna bring the barrage this time. Cause why not?
Might as well join the party.
You logged in for 3 hours but only played 1 round? Wait, what? What? Well, 1 operation's fine, but you know. Lol, King Raven. I don't think the game will get delayed by another year. I hope not.
This guy keeps on bringing reinforcements. I hate this guy.
Already judging him, huh? That's okay. Let us judge him harder with our eye power.
Hellpod launch initiated.
La 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 la
All the
la.
galaxy looks to you for salvation.
Did I hear a throat clear?
Nothing stand in the way of liberty.
Okay.
Ah, it is Arcane. What up?
What up?
I knew I heard some. Oh, Charger, no! I blame Arcane for that.
That's fine.
You always sound like death when you wake up.
I do. I
Grenade?
feel like death when I wake up.
Tagging map.
Lol.
Northeast, 100 meters.
Okay, I leave that to you guys. I'm gonna go disturb that nest with the fearful apple. Yeah, fair enough, Noel. Helping the player count, huh? I don't care about the player count. I need help with the damn order. 500 kilogram bomb still available for all Helldivers? No. They should have given us a different stratagem to replace it, but man. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Requesting orbital. Bug tunnel breach.
Ow.
Calling in reinforcements.
Yes, we are the Barrage Bros.
Get some! Bug out
For now, I've got no reason to barrage this, so
Landing in an eagle.
I'm just gonna beagle it. Wow, closed neither of those holes. Love it. The 500 kilogram bomb really needs a range upgrade. People were talking about it on social media today. It needs to happen. Okay, we're on our way back to you guys. Save some for me. Oh, bug breach is over. Damn. Alright, time to cause another one. If you're joining, Arcane, I will make a spot for you here. We will remove the fearful apple. Because Track says he hates this guy. Because he brings flexible reinforcements.
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
Okay, job good. You squish that.
Bug hole.
Y'all keep killing that. I'll go touch the flag.
Objective critical
One
strategy.
rift.
Northeast, 100 meters.
And here's a G supply.
Available.
Bug hole. Northeast, 100 meters.
Boog hole.
Sample collected. Slides.
Doesn't what hurt the player base? Logging in? No, it doesn't. It just adds 1 to the player base count, that's all. The person may not be doing anything, but it'll just add 1. Okay, we go. Why don't we?
Like still raising it for me. I'll stay here.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I'll stay here. I'll stay here. Yeah, there's just no music for me.
There's no music for me either. Never mind. We can send Spine there
Northwest.
because we can always draw more souls
Yeah,
here.
this is just about done. This is just about done. You guys could leave. Oh.
No, it's not about done. It's like halfway
Leave
done.
me. Leave me behind. Go.
Never.
Move on without me.
Do you think I'm hardcore enough to keep playing this game? I'm lazy. I'm just gonna sit here and snap. Ah, what a lovely sky.
Package.
Look at all that smoke in the distance. Wonder what's causing it.
Marking location. Cancel that.
Package acquired. Dropping package. Southeast. On my position.
What?
just nothing. Nothing.
Package. Dropping package.
Dropping a pin. East, 300 meters. Tagging map. North, 300
Okay, going
meters.
north.
Acquired. Dropping package.
Actually, I'm gonna deviate west.
Enemy patrol. East. Package acquired.
Bug breach?
Dropping package.
Where is it?
Orbital inbound.
Is it on you, Track, or is it on them?
No, not on me.
Okay, go in there.
Tunnel breach. Package acquired. Dropping package.
I see the bug breach. And I'll raise you another orbital. Ha 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 ha.
Firing orbital
2 barrages, that area is gonna be bombed into oblivion. The fearful apple is dead.
Reloading.
There we go, finally.
I got the terminal.
They should come up with Helldiver upgrades. I'd be okay with that. Mostly explosives and napalm. I like it. Alright. Okay, Spine Man's gonna clear that. Track nest next to you.
200 meters.
I'll see you there.
Sending in an eagle.
Ajax is my character, Lord J. I played Ajax during the first beta. Ajax and Jaber are my boys. So the only 2 males I'll play are Ajax and Jaber. The rest be all female, as every good man should.
I actually forgot which one I played.
Lol. All I know is that if you're a Glay main, apparently during this beta they're like focusing on her maid outfit.
Lol.
They are like, that's been all the advertisement on social media. Like, what are you gonna be doing with Glade's May outfit? I've been seeing it. I'm like, okay, whatever. What lip gloss color do you want? I'm like, Jesus Christ, they really selling the thirst traps on this one.
Heavy. Northeast.
Is it working now? Can you hear me?
Yes, it is.
Oh, excellent. Great.
So your mic only likes to work past midnight, huh? Is it a vampire or some shit?
Orbital inbound.
Maybe.
Rare sample acquired.
That's a heavy nest down.
I've got barrage going on there, watch out.
Yep. I just realized there's an ongoing barrage. Jeez Louise, bombing the whole place into oblivion. This is the way.
Marking location. East.
But although Ajax is a tank style character, I found him less useful during raids. Because you don't really need his shields too much, so I focused his stuff on like increasing my offensive power. Like I turned him into a very selfish, like personal type tank. Then I focused on just like upping my own damage and stuff.
Objective located. Southeast.
Which is also possible. I think he had an upgrade that turned his shield into something like Baptiste Wall, which will, like, as long as he's shooting through the shield, it's like upgraded damage, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, I'll probably build my Ajax that way, because there's not much reason for me to tank for most things.
My leg.
Alright.
Sending in an eagle.
Lol. Yeah, the Hellpot space optimization should be an upgrade, not a booster, but, you know, that is how it is.
Requesting orbital.
Maybe they'll change things over time, you never know. Oh no, Mr. Fearful Apple is dead. And a thug breach has been detected. In that general direction. Sorry, Spine Man, I'm sending that barrage far, but you better back up from there. Because I've decided that entire landscape needs to go. Good work. Okay. Clear. Now, Mr. Formula 4 Racing over there. You better get us that radar. Reasonable. Let's go over there.
I'm on it.
Bug outpost spotted. Prepare to exterminate.
Mission map updated.
I got it. I love how you throw, Mist. Is your mic dead again? Why are you typing? It died again, didn't it? LOL! Brother. Brother. Well, of course, Leon. Like I said, this delay has set us back 1,000 units or more. I'm actually betting player base is going to fall by
Why
15,000.
did he throw it on me? Fuck this
I
guy.
don't know. LOL! Track. You sound almost like Nice when you say that. He threw it
Love.
on you. He does.
Sending enemy.
Mr. Bile Titan, don't puke on me. Bile Titan, come and I drop the bomb. Is that? 56 seconds. I can't barrage the breach. Guess I have to do this the old-fashioned way. What are my thoughts on the force field projector thing you can place on the ground? The shield generator used to be a good stratagem, but now there's just no place for it, because why we used to run it in the past was because our pro players could afford to bring extra stratagems. But ever since the factory striders dropped, the bots have become very intense. So now bots seem to be about, you better bring a rail cannon, laser cannon, as well as Eagle airstrike, and if you don't bring enough ordnance, they're gonna screw you over. So shield generator became more of a luxury pick. It used to be really good before they had the factory striders and the drone gunships, FYI, which also take your ass out. Because all we had was ground units, and you could very safely sit in there, draw fire with it, and it was on a very short cooldown, therefore giving you a lot of options to tactically, you know, assault your enemies. Didn't quite work out in our favor. So a lot of the changes that they add to the game, new enemies and things, cause shift in tactics, and certain things become luxuries because even if you have them, they're not as useful. Because the thing is, right, if you can shoot out of the shield generator and it will protect you, but it seems to go down pretty fast. Like if it was a very solid force field that could tank anything and practically grant you invulnerability for its duration, then sure.
You have to call a supply in the air.
Yeah, go for it. See, you're nearly dead.
Yeah, 1 HP.
Apple Man is dead. Who wants to call him in?
Calling in reinforcements.
Okay, good job, Spine Man.
Supply there.
Yep. Thank you. You can double dip if you need to because I'm away.
I already did. Okay.
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
All right, nice. Cover me for 1 second. Thank you. I'm good now. I appreciate you covering me from that one scavenger that assaulted me while I was lying down
Oh, okay. That's
and
it.
texting. I'm just waiting for the next bug breach to got a barrage ready. But also one minor
Kill all of you
change.
guys. I'll leave one of these guys alive. Oh, no,
Nope.
pretty sure.
Did it already call in? Please tell me it did.
Not on us, I think.
No, it's not on us, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's on Spine side. Enjoy. Yeah, we're busy touching the poles. Flag poles, I mean. So, we will not be able to join you just yet. Anyway, from now on, right, because I found out that now Super Earth colors are white, yellow, blue. So now, from now on, like, all my cover pages, the live will be white, and the message will be yellow and blue.
Orbital inbound.
It does, Rubber Cable. Well, that's why they need to get shit, you know, sorted out. Is that the Eradicator armor? I'm actually using the Cutting Edge Warbond armor, Hellmeyer, and the Eradicator helmet. So it's giving me a bit of a weird look, but it works well. I'm using the medium armor from Cutting Edge. Alright, all flags raised.
May liberty guide
All enemies tased. You'll need to call it down again. And theoretically, the generator can redeploy after some time, but it's very rare that it ever does, because most of the time the gen will get destroyed. And scenarios are way too hectic for it to... Oop. I killed him that time, I feel bad.
I'm sorry. Dropping a pin. East, 100 meters.
Enemy elite. Southeast. 100 meters.
I see a patrol. But yeah, they have thirst trapping Glaze so hard on Twitter right now, it's funny. But I'm glad that they're hyping their game. As always, I've invited everybody to come with us and break the servers this Saturday. And when the game actually drops, we will have a clan called Robot Nation. It'll be free for everyone to join in. All are welcome into our clan. No restrictions on the clan. Our Discord will still be members only, but the clan itself will be unrestricted. And all may join it and poke each other in the face. With arc throws.
Reinforcing.
Now,
Request approved. Deploying reinforcements.
I see enemies. Must kill. The first descendant. Playtest is this Saturday. Yes, bug breach. Yes, it's coming. It's here.
Orbital inbound.
Bug breach is here. Yep. Oh, the FPS drop. That means that we're doing the right thing.
Have a taste of democracy.
No! The trackpad is dead!
Lost 10 meters in. Have to take 10 steps back.
Ah! I will live!
Eagle 1, returning to destroyer for resupply.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Requesting advanced weaponry.
There's no, the progress will not be saved. It's just a server playtest. So, like the beta, it'll be wiped, but again, we still invite everyone to try it out. Just go in there and mess around, don't take it too serious, and have fun breaking the server. Basically, just invite all your friends along. Try to play it for an hour or two. The idea is that, ooh, even more enemies.
Marking location.
Resummoning a spine, though.
Reinforcing.
But yeah, we want to just make sure that as many people as possible play the game and break it. Yeah, it's just a server. It's actually a server stress test. I shouldn't even call it a play test. It's a limited playtest similar to the beta, but it's going to be a server stress test. They just want as many people to log in as possible. Ooh, there was a lag spike there. That was weird. I hope I don't crash before I extract. My kills! Ooh, where's the bug breach? Where?
Not on me.
Are you sure it's not on you?
Tagging location.
Oh,
Requesting air support.
could be on F4, yeah, because he's far away. Yep, what a nerd. I guess they'll be coming from that direction now.
Reinforcing.
That's the idea, buddies. That's the idea. Oh, one more stratagem would absolutely be massive.
Extraction is available.
Also tonight I've got a review for indie rhythm shooter coming out. If you guys are into indie games, you can check that out as well. It's up to you if you want to. Like, honestly, no force. They paid me for it. I've done my job, but yeah, it was a pretty interesting game. And you can even add custom music to it, which I tried out, and the function was actually pretty cool. I added the Super Earth National Anthem in there, and I tried slaying to it. It was kind of funny. But you do actually have to know the BPM of your songs, otherwise the track editor doesn't seem to pull the correct BPM. See you later, Lord J. Everything seems dead. Ooh, buggies? Do I see another bug breach? Ah, yes. The time is now. Go, Orbital. Bomb them.
For prosperity!
All shall burn.
Sending in an eagle!
No, turn around, you nerd. You ignored my bomb. Hey, listen. If that's good, then good. I have never even seen a rando bring a single bubble ever. All I see them bring is flexible reinforcement budget. So, you know, you must get the good randoms last left, because I ain't seen any of that. But hey, no doubt. I mean, you know, it's something that works. So, it wouldn't surprise me if there are a couple of randos out there who can do some good work with it. I see a patrol going for it. Just gonna touch it. Breach me. Breach the hull of my ship. Okay, we're getting to about 15 minutes. Should be time to ski plus daddle soon. No artillery for this one, but I do have a lot of lightning.
Requesting air support!
Democracy's on its way. Eagle 1 leaving combat zone to resupply.
Damn, we had bombs at different stages for that Valentine's path.
And a combo.
Lol. That Valentine was like, man, I just got out of here. What the hell? What did I do to you guys? Alright, looks like we're ready. Galactic map has room for fourth faction? Of course it does. The fourth faction is Sony. They should just include Sony as like the enemy. The final enemy.
Extraction request confirmed. Shuttle inbound.
They can name them the Yanoir. And there'll be some kind of really, really ugly space elves with bug eyes that'll kill you.
No, just name it Sony. Just spell it S-O-N-I.
Or Soiny. S-O-Y-N-Y.
Sony.
Soiny. The Sonoy. The Sindorai. World of Warcraft gets so pissed off. Yeah, exactly. Turn them into a zombie faction or some shit. or make them like the dissident faction. The Sonoy of Super Earth. They believe in disunity and anarchy. They listen to music like the Sex Pistols. And they worship Sid Vicious.
Orbital inbound.
Make them damageable only by requisition slips. LOL. No. You can only damage them by signing into terminals and creating an account. So like how to beat their faction is that like you cannot destroy their bases or whatnot. You have to actually go into the base, sign up for an account, and then destroy it. And if you wear the review cape, you get a bonus against them. I tell you, capes should have some small faction bonus attached, just for fun. Shots fired. Listen, this ain't no shots fired. This is orbital barrage fired, bruh. I do not. The amount of fucks I give is very limited.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Most of their units will also consist of like fanboys, things like that, you know. Dissident fanboys. Traitors will all be disavowed. Na, 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 na.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll need a laser or orbital barrage.
Lol. Laser orbital barrage, dude. I would kill for that. Imagine like a sickle, but in the form of a laser coming down from the super destroyer, just like gatling down everything, and make it better than the orbital laser, just like the side, just like the sickle was to the side. That'd be funny. Give it like 5 uses and make it better for no reason. Just gun down everything. And just say this is balanced. Alright, let's get out of here. Time to ski plus daddle.
Sending in an eagle.
Democracy's on its way.
Dude, how did that thing survive that shit? Oh, there we go. Alright. Whee!
Countdown initiated. Stand by for takeoff.
An army of fanboys. Sweet liberty, damn right.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
The Soiny army. In order to destroy their bases, you need to know your PSN account. You can't sign in with your PSN account, you can't destroy their bases. Only people with linked accounts can destroy their bases. It'd be so bad.
Oh my god.
And all of their troops will be like these. All of their troops will be the fat neckbeards that say, "Leave the multi-billion-dollar corporation alone." That meme makes me laugh so hard. What day is it today? Oh, it's Wednesday. Also, guys, I won't be around tomorrow morning. I'm going for a haircut. So, my hair is messy. So, I will not be around tomorrow morning, but don't worry. I have other content planned. Actually, I don't, but you guys can miss me for a morning. Alright. Yes! Look at that. 300, 400, 300, 178. Nerd!
Good work collecting so many samples.
Sorry, fearful apple. But you have been Dremskied. Summoning Arcane to the tower. We require more pylons. Last left, you walk up to the force field and are pulled into a different window with all your information already there.
Squadron.
I'll tell you if they ever. Okay, sure, track. I can wait for you. I'll tell you if they ever did that. Like, I think the first thing that'll happen is that everybody will just ditch the game. they'll take a look at that faction and say, "Nope, not doing it." Just yeet the game straight into the garbage can. Danger, 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 danger.
All right. 1 through 24. Pick a number.
1 through 24. Pick a number. 20.
Deciding my weapon. 20. Lol. No, pick a different number.
Oh, what was 20? Well, Spine said 13, but what was 20? Just
The
out of
Blitzer. I've been using the Blitzer.
Okay, 13 it is. All right.
Oh, it's the breaker.
Yep, it's time. Bring it out.
Oh, God.
You pick the number, King Raven. Maybe next time. It has been decided. It is the breaker. Let's go.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Barrage, Egal, Bark Thrower, let's go.
Launch initiated.
Yep, the Arc Thrower ignores armor. It does indeed. I almost said it ignores mass. I was like, that's incorrect. Yes, it ignores armor.
You are the best of the best. Live up to your name. Live up to freedom.
Okay, let's go.
Support weapon inbound.
Attacking map. Northwest. 100 meters.
Hockey smoky. That is a mini bug nest. Is it on you guys?
This.
Yeah.
Heading your way. Ooh!
Well then.
Oh. Well then is right. Charging in! Second barrage! Good luck! I'm ditching you guys. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's just that there's stuff behind us as well. Dealing with it. Ah. A map with bow spears. Love it. The range is too short for bots. 35 meters is not conducive to a good experience, but it's very reliable for bugs, of course. I was the one that invented this original playstyle when after the change to the railgun. Because after that, it became basically the most superior weapon. Well, when used correctly. Then
Requesting air support.
there were other issues, but, well, it wasn't that bad. Light bug nest eradicated. But yeah, once they increased the stagger on it, it was pretty good. Again. And after the circuit expansion, it became even better. But overall, this poor gun has gone through its fair share of problems because I think even though back then it wasn't much of a stagger type weapon, it was still very much better than its current iteration. Because although we would lose out on the stagger, 50 meters of range is nothing to sneeze at, and having that to help you in most situations was pretty good. This particular one, yes. I was one of the first people to teach people about this. And that's why to this very day people still ask me questions like, hey, I didn't know this about the Arc Thrower. I'm like, yes, I know. I was the guy still doing it back then. Although, when we first tried it out, it used to be the #1 team killing weapon. And it was mostly an arcane weapon. Then it became mainstream, then it got nerfed.
Found something.
Wait, which weapon?
Arc Thrower.
Oh yeah.
It was mainly an arcane weapon. But back then, the railgun was OP. Then this got better. Then they made it worse. Circle of life, I guess.
Heavy. No affirmative. Close.
Stalkers and spiny.
Understood. Heading that way. Just eradicating another light bug nest to make things better. Okay. No, they definitely don't do the same job. The flamethrower is decent, but has limited ammunition based on your canister. More importantly than that, the flamethrower does not ignore armor. The arc thrower does. So, because the arc thrower ignores armor, you can use it on a battle type. Also, it's safer because you can target it around things, especially in first person. So, knowing how to use it, yeah, is very crucial. Whereas the flamethrower has much more limited range and a lot less utility. It's a good weapon, but chances of killing yourself is high, and the range is too low. I feel that the flamethrower should have had a 35 meter range, arc thrower 50 meter range. That's how it should have been, but hey. Sadly, I'm not the one in charge of balancing. Although perhaps I should be. Ship modules should indeed buff your primary weapons and armor. I don't see why they shouldn't. They can do all sorts of upgrades in all sorts of ways. So long as they're all meaningful. Almost here. So like the flamethrower, I can't exactly flamethrower around my teammates, but with the arc thrower I can. Which gives me some interesting play options. Charger. Nice work on the stalker layer. Flamethrower does not ignore armor, no. You can tell that it doesn't ignore armor because the flamethrower, while it does appear to do that, and to an extent it seems to, especially with the charger leg and all that, if you try and flame a Bile Titan, it won't die. Whereas the Arc Thrower can actually damage and kill a Bile Titan. But yeah, the Arc Thrower is very good. And don't get me wrong, the Flamethrower is good too, but its range is its greatest limitation. It could be that it only ignores armor up to a certain distance. I'm not so sure. But as far as I can tell, the Flamethrower in general has way less utility. It's a good, fun weapon though. Don't get me wrong. If I could, I'd prefer to play Flamethrower just because of the fun factor, but right now it's not viable in its current form. It needs full damage all the way to 35 meters. It needs to absolutely incinerate shit and be an actual flamethrower. Something that you can, you know, it needs to be an actual Flammenwerfer. It needs to werf the Flammen properly.
Northeast, 300 meters.
But yes, being a Tesla Trooper versus bugs, always fun. Ooh, there are question marks to the north side. We should touch them. What is this? Railgun. Other one is UXO.
Found something.
Another.
Marking location. Never mind. Southeast.
Ah. Arcane has entered the Cavern of Sorrows. Let me know if there's anything in there.
Well, not really. Grenades.
Say hello to
There's some random supplies, right? Bug breach appears to be on the spine, man.
Orbital inbound. Bug tunnel breach.
Orbital inbound.
Armor.
Requesting air support. Found something. Heavy. Northeast. Requesting orbital. Sending in an eagle.
Not today.
Damn the bugtillery. Hey, Vengeance. The Quasar and Blitzer combo is one style. This is a different style. It's not that one or the other is over, but if I want to rack up bug kills, not everybody has to use the Quasar. So I prefer to be a horde clearer for the team. So I prefer the Arctur. This is also one of the loadouts that I covered before. It's basically the same shit from before.
Prepare to exterminate.
Okay, I'm at the power station. Following a resupply here.
I got the terminal.
No track.
No.
Arcane will have to resummon you.
Reinforcing.
Nope.
No.
Oh no.
I got him now. I did
Oh, you
something.
got no. I got him.
Reinforcements.
Okay. I was already throwing. Too late.
No.
Always multiple ways to run something.
Dropping a pin. Southeast, 300 meters.
No, this is done.
I've got this one.
Moving your way. The thing is, you can't expect spewer spam. Well, it'd be nice if they told you.
Marking location.
Yeah, sure, Lord Indigo, nothing wrong with that. Recoilless is perfectly viable. Basically, for bug teams, it's mostly split up between, are you going to be horde clear or are you going to be heavy clear? And realistically, you should have even numbers of both, which is very helpful. Once you have that, life is usually pretty good.
Sending in an eagle.
Any other lightning guns that do what the Arc Thrower does? No. The Blitzer is the only other lightning gun, and all it has is medium armor penetration. Is it on Spiny or on you guys? I think it's on Spiny, alright. Here we go. Damn. Finally got caught by one of the barrages.
It was just your turn, right?
Yep. No, I mean, after so long. Finally. Most of the time, it doesn't even tickle me.
Democracy has landed.
It'll be funny if I go in and die again. But I will not.
Requesting orbital.
Sending in an eagle.
Lol, the barrage got the Titan. Nice. Brought some lightning to aid y'all from the side. From safety. Ooh, stalker layer. Okay. Will I try stratagem roulette? Why would I do that? I'll try anything that I'm paid to. I'm not paid. Why? We need to be as efficient as possible with this MO, so.
Tagging map. South. 100 meters.
All sentries need a buff. They should be buffed so much that I can put them down every fight. 90-second cooldown.
Tagging location. Go.
Just toss them down every fight and boom.
Heavy. West. 50 meters.
Mag's empty. I got the terminal. Throwing supply beacon.
Heavy. North.
I'm on it.
I can help him on one. Okay. Clear.
Heavy. Northeast. 50 meters.
Yeah, sure. For me, Helm's Deep doesn't really have that. Sometimes it'll have other stuff instead.
Support.
Oh, bug breach, is it? Nope, he failed to. Oh, he don't succeed. I got ragdolled all over the shop. Sending it far.
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear.
Reloading.
Ooh.
Taste of freedom. Reinforcing.
I feel like track is over there in the eye of the storm.
Tagging to the
Okay, seems to be all good for now.
Supplies.
Applies. Alright.
Tagging map west.
Let's go over there while pissing off all the bugs.
Another triumph for managed democracy. May liberty guide your safe extraction.
Hello, random bugs. Whee! Lol. Not far enough, Koromor. Nah, that was totally far enough. That is exactly. Ooh, to your left, Arcane.
Found something.
Yeah, Stim's here. Good.
Southeast. Enemy elite. Southeast. 100 meters.
Super credits. Nice. The game rewards us for our dedication. Bug breach. Where?
Orbital inbound.
Oh, in the jungle. On the spine, man. Oh, damn.
Well, 5 minutes.
Yep.
Well, damn. 2 people missed.
Damn. Stole my robot.
Stole my.
Wait, this is yours? I have an
Yes.
Arco here. Okay. Looks like we're half and half.
Sending in an eagle.
Time to
Feel
get a
free
new
to walk away.
rover.
Equipment.
There's
Here
your robot here.
is.
I'm just gonna call a new one. I'm
Not me
lazy.
here.
I know. I'm just gonna call it a new one. I'm lazy. I'll just rob Arcane's art door and use that.
Extraction is available.
Try my best, Cleo. I am doing what I can.
Found something.
There's a patrol southwest. Horde. Bug breach.
20 minutes remaining.
Orbital inbound.
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear.
Bug tunnel breach.
Make them all light up.
Your left.
Thank you. Another Kyle Titan. Oh no!
Have a taste of democracy.
That was nice. Everything seems alright. Onward we go. Okay, got it. Calling the ship. I'm sure you will definitely have to go soon, so I understand. Call in the ship, and we shall leave.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
If you can last 5 more minutes, Spine Man, then we can make a good killing out of this one.
For prosperity.
So we'll try to last 5 more. Zap. Zap. Zorp. Zorp.
I missed.
Get zorped. Chop, 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 chop.
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
Say hello to democracy!
ETA T-minus 1 minute.
Bump tunnel breach!
Requesting orbital.
Nice.
Requesting air support.
ETA T-minus 30 seconds. ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Yes. Die, Ball Titan, die. Suffer.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds. Clear landing zone.
I do love seeing them disintegrate. It's always nice.
Pelican 1 landing in progress.
Okay. Shall we go? Since Spine Man has to go, so perfect timing.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds.
Let's see how many kills we got.
Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Liberty has seen you through.
Alright, kill team. Let's see. 281, 316, 305, 171. Total would be roughly, yes,
aboard,
over 1,000. Very good.
Well
Very
done.
good.
The enemy barely noticed our presence.
That was good work.
Pulled out.
Good job, everybody. Super low morale? Nah, I wouldn't say super low, but generally lower than expected. But again, that's kind of the hole they dug for themselves. They'll have to see if they can dig themselves out. Fingers crossed they will next week. For now,
Allied destroyer has
we
left
shall
squadron.
have to accept what we have for now.
Right, boys. This is the,
Yes.
We finished the operation, right?
Yep. It's all good. We are done for the day.
Nice.
All right. You
Wow,
get to
you
work.
guys-
Thanks for the games.
Always GG. Pleasure.
GG indeed. Same thing for Spoon Man. GG indeed.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
And now, okay, I will probably end around here as well. I'm gonna go work on my video, thankfully paid, so I will go put that up later. If you guys would support that, I'd be very grateful, but it's up to you. That said, do check it out. It is a review of an indie game, and if you like indie games and you want to support indie devs, then that is something you should check out. It might not even be next week, or more. If it's not next week, I'm telling you, the player base is gonna bleed out. Right now it's hemorrhaging, but not bleeding out to death yet. So, we'll have to see. We will have to see. That being said, my prediction is that if they, because of the lack of patch this week, it's probably gonna drop 15,000 players. That's my guesstimate. I'm hoping I'm wrong. You know, and I'll be happy to say I'm wrong next week. I'm praying, but we'll see. Like I said, for those that just want a little bit of a catch up on what we discussed earlier, over the past month they have lost 50% of their player base due to the bad decisions. Not only due to Sony thing, because the Sony thing of course was like a big nail in the coffin, but they were actually already bleeding players before that, and it seemed to set off this major downward spiral. So if you look on a month-on-month data for Steam, at least, they've dropped roughly 50% of their player base, which is harsh. In previous times, the PC player base was way larger than PS5. The PS5 people are still playing. They've only lost roughly 2, 3, maybe 4K of their number. At most, I'd say maybe 3K. But even then, compared to that, the PC drop's been way more. So, fingers crossed that they pull it back, man. Me too. So, if they don't hemorrhage 15,000 players next week, maybe they stand a chance. But I do think that they need to get that patch done by next week. And that is going to have to happen. But either way, we'll see what we see. All right, for now, thank you all very much. Remember that there's no morning show. I'll be going to get my hair cut. All right, but there will be an evening show tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you, and good night.